Let's play some Utes. Let's continue Utes. This Utes case. Except there was finally a murder. The murder finally happened. But we don't know why. It had just happened. The murder finally happened. The actress was finally murdered on the beach. It's been like 8 hours or 9 hours or 10 hours of gameplay without any crime actually occurring. And so now we go investigate the murder. She had swam off by herself behind, and we don't know who she was meeting. So now we have to try to figure out who murdered her. Thanks, Casino. Zedor. Did the murder happen because he stole someone's medication? Maybe. He could have caused the murder with that, yeah. I mean, he was going into people's rooms and stealing lots of things from them.
Quite securely locked, I am afraid.
Quite securely locked. He was stealing lots of things.
Latched.
Medication, paper, going into people's rooms for no reason. What's this? A luminescent... Oh, okay, so there's also the mystery of who is dressing up as a ghost. So there's two things. Long coat painted with luminescent paint. And the mystery of the murdered girl from, like, months ago or years ago or something like that. Okay, so nothing in the balconies out here. Maybe we can go into Arlena Stewart's room now that she's dead. Hey, Proximo. Nighty-night time.
Quite sick.
Yeah, I mean, we have to do this. The door, she is locked tight. The only thing I don't like about playing as Poirot is he doesn't run. You can't, like, double-click and run.
Quite sick.
Like you could with Narracott from And Then There Were None. And I think the girl could run, too. Maybe she didn't, but the areas weren't as big as this. Alright, there's nothing new in here, is there? Are we going to look in this suitcase for the 10th time? Well, no, there's still nothing in here. I don't know why it even lets you continue to go back in here. You get the typewriter paper, that's all you need to get. Yeah, a running Poirot. Or, like, maybe fast walking?
The door.
Would be nice, but... Okay, at least you get the double click for that. Alright, now we have to check all the doors from this side.
Latched.
Uh-huh. He gets a double jump?
Quite.
No, he doesn't have any jump. He doesn't even have a single jump. Uh-huh. Let's try everybody's every day. When I wake up, I check everybody's door room handle to see if I can get in the room to find the clues.
No.
Not to find the clues? No.
Your
favorite French detective is back, Hercules Poirot. Oh yeah. We're playing all these Agatha Christie games.
Latched.
It's been pretty fun to play them.
No.
I actually think I know what game we're going to play after this. It's a cool RPG. It's a really cool RPG. But I've never seen before.
These are the...
I want to put this up here. Pardon. These are the best binoculars of all time. Wait, it goes back over here? Okay, move this paper over here. Move these binoculars, like, over here. So they're at the ready. I want my binoculars to be right here.
These are the
binoculars most splendid.
These are the binoculars most splendid.
These are the binoculars most splendid. But there's nothing to see up here either. 2 more doors and then we go. Yes, we.
Quite secure.
Silent Hill. Silent Hill. I still haven't played Silent Hill.
No. The door, it will not budge.
Poirot's from Belgium, Inc. So we found that out not 10-15 minutes ago. That Poirot is actually from there's a country called Belgium. What do they come up with next? Horseless carriages? I don't know. It's crazy. There's actually a country called that. This is the manager of the hotel.
Monsieur Poirot.
Who is a Nazi sympathizer.
I'm sorry. My nerves.
Madame, has something happened?
Don't you know? The police have been here for an hour at least.
The police?
Where?
In Cutter's Cove. It's Mrs. Marshall. She's been murdered. Please. Please excuse me.
Yeah, Arlena Stewart, also known as Arlena Marshall. Kind of a shady person. Has been killed. I wonder if she was killed because she's... That manager's a Nazi sympathizer. Have a lockpick handy? That's true.
They're safe.
Common enough.
We will leave it.
We don't take these
These
things?
codes.
We still don't take these things? We leave them to her? Do we go on her desk? No. Sorry.
Hastings?
That was me. I left the door open. I wonder if she's tied into the murder. Like maybe Arlena saw the U-boats. I think we should go out and see the murdered body. I think that's where we're supposed to go first, and then we can explore everywhere else. Let's go to the body. Yeah, that's not even... Well, we can talk to people. He doesn't need to pick the lock. He gets someone else to unlock it for him. Horseless carriage.
Please,
Love
not
and
now,
marriage.
Monsieur Perret. The wife is too distraught to speak.
Someone was killed. Oh, the snack. Yeah, we can do the snack time. Here we go. I just grabbed a random one out of the box. A random snack for the snack time. A random box for the snack time. A random snack. I feel like Poirot needs a run button. Oh, what's this? Huh. Perchelki. Chirpki? Not sure exactly how to pronounce it. Snack time. Here, let's turn off the green screen so we can look at the bag. Perchelki Chirupki. By Lajon Lojkonic. Looks interesting. Looks familiar. I cannot read that. I can't read any of that. What is this? Some kind of a snack? Huh. Let's try it. Looks familiar. I feel like I've eaten something like this before. Huh. Hey, Mithril. Huh. Does that look familiar to anybody else? Very good. It's very good. Crunchy, a little bit of salt. There's a little bit of salt. Just enough salt. Crunchy. Never heard of this before. Perselki. Shrupki. Never eaten this before. They're very good. They should sell these in America. They should sell these in America. These are very good. I think these could be popular. The potato chips? I don't think they're made of potato. Damn, they're very strangely shaped. A pork rind? No. The ingredients, it says wheat flour and oil and salt. There you go. Your snack of the day is Preselki Shrupki. Never had anything like this before. But I think maybe I should try to get the rights to it to sell it in the USA. They're like wheat chips. Alright, there's your snack time. Very good, 10 out of 10. Pretzeled bread. Pretzeled bread? No, it's totally different than pretzeled bread. He needs a run button so he could override the play or not do it. That would be funny. No, it's totally different than a pretzel. No, there was no similarity between that and a pretzel at all. Totally different. Maybe it looks slightly similar. I don't even think it looks similar. Hey, Danny boy. Hey, Chad Perch. Hey, Binky. It looks like a chip. I don't know. Yeah, those things were those were making me thirsty. Hey, B8. Ever seen anything like that before? Me neither. Maybe let's keep eating them. These Perchelskis. These Skis are making me thirsty. Can't talk to her. She's upset.
Please leave me alone for them.
The gardeners are upset. But they're suspects in the murder. It's been a while since I ate straight up pretzels. Is this what they're like? Forgot how much I like pretzels. Anything in here? No. Are we gonna look at the body?
Mr. Poirot, there you are.
We're not even looking at the body?
Mademoiselle, what has occurred?
It's Mrs. Marshall. Mr. Redfern and I found her in Cutter's Cove. She's been strangled.
Oh, she was found somewhere else? They found her. They didn't find her here, they found her somewhere else?
Mademoiselle, may I ask you a question?
Certainly.
Can you row me to Cutter's Cove?
Oh.
Mr. Poirot, after your efforts to find Millie's killer, I'll row you any time you like. You need only ask me.
Yeah, you'll row
Climb
me.
in.
Cutter's Cove. Was someone had a meeting at Cutter's Cove? So she met someone at Cutter's Cove and they killed her. Oh, I just had lots of spinach. I just filled up on spinach, B8. The hummus would go through the holes. That's true. I don't know if that'd be good for dipping in hummus. What's my rating on it? I give it a 10 out of 10. Great idea. Twisted little wheat salt snack. Vanagon. 10 out of 10. "10 out of 10. I can't stop eating them." Alright, so this is the body.
Ah, Poirot, at last. Listen, you know how strapped I am right now with the evacuation, the Home Guard, and now fifth columnists? If you could leave the investigation, I would be in your debt.
I will help in any way I can, my friend.
Thank you. You just missed Dr. Neaston, the coroner. My men have done a cursory search of the cove. We'll be back shortly to collect the remains and with equipment to do a better job.
Who called you?
George Strum, bathing beach attendant, showed up on my doorstep. Miss Brewster sent him. As luck would have it, Neaston was with me, so we came right over.
What could Dr. Neaston tell you about the time of death?
He put the time of the murder at somewhere between 11:15 and 12:20.
Let me write that down. And stop crunching on pretzels. Time of murder. Between 10:45 and why don't you just 11:15 and 20:12? Why don't you just say 10:45 and 11:40? What is wrong with you? 10:45 and 11:40. You're being so confusing.
The cause of death was strangulation?
Oh yes, no doubt about that. The handprints are very clear on the neck. Neaston may be able to tell us more after the autopsy, but it's pretty clear a very strong...
Strong hands. Cause of murder. Strong hands.
Oh yes, no doubt. That's all I have for now. Poirot, I hate to drop this thing in your lap like this.
Do not concern yourself, my friend.
I love something to
Grab all
murder.
you like. Make sure everyone knows you speak with my authority.
Kind of like
Do a
sausage.
background check on everyone on the island. I should have a report for you at the police station later this afternoon.
Thank you,
Shrupke?
Colonel.
That's pronounced Shrupke? Shrupke. The C is pronounced TS. Shrupke? Shrupke? Those compared to Want Want? I mean, this is basically pretzels. They're like some basic pretzels. Oh, that's the ladder. That's the ladder. That's a huge ladder. Holy crap. That's why Pro didn't want to go down the ladder. Because it's not a tiny ladder. It's like massive. It's a massive ladder. Can we look at the body here? Let's check it out. Surprised Parker doesn't have someone carry him around. They should. He should. So you get like a really strong, massive person to carry him around, or a piggyback. Alright, I gotta stop eating the pretzels.
Elena's coffee flask.
Ooh, that looks like a good coffee flask. Let me just take this. Arlena's coffee flask. I'll take that.
Hello, something was dumped here.
I gotta stop eating
What
the
does it
pretzels.
smell like, Poirot?
Hey, Miyako.
Coffee.
How you doing today? I can't stop eating the Prechelkis. These Prechelkis. What's this here?
Hello, something was dumped here. What does it smell like, Poirot?
Coffee.
So there's coffee over here too. There's a coffee flask and coffee over here. Can we lift up her hat?
This is certainly significant.
What? The hat?
This is...
The bow? What is?
You aren't going to look at her face, are you?
The investigator of murder cannot be squeamish, Hastings.
Pretzels are good.
Still, if you assure me of the facts, there isn't any real need, is there?
Pretzels are good.
As you wish.
She's not okay,
I state
Dragon's Boat.
categorically that Mrs. Marshall was strangled to death by a very powerful pair of hands.
No, she's dead. Maybe the hat strangled her. She pulled the hat on too tight.
This is certainly significant.
This green ribbon is significant.
This is... Mrs. Marshall...
She was strangled.
Mrs. Mar... Mrs. Mar... Mrs. Mar... Mrs. Mar... Mrs. Marshall... Mrs. Marshall... Mrs. Mar...
Hey, base, hey, Lost Edge. Somebody moved the coffee over here. Why did they do thus? Why thus did they do? Why did they do thus? Hey, Redfern. Alright. Why is the ribbon significant? Did we cut it off?
I'll just snip a piece of the fabric from the hat.
Good job, Hastings. Okay, so we have a piece of the fabric from the hat. That's some fabric on her hat. She had some fabric on her hat. What about her bathing suit? Cut a piece of that off.
Your current course of action, it is a mystery to Poirot.
She died of natural causes. The end.
This is neither...
She had whatever weird disease you could have in 1940 that you would just drop dead of it if you were like even just 20 years old. Should we take... What's this? What is this? Sand? You need to get some of the coffee?
That is not... I will not... That is not... Your current course of... The good detective... Your current course of... You presume?
I'm mentally numb. How you doing, Rhombus? How you dementia? Or like scarlet fever, stuff like that, yeah. The mumps. You would just drop dead of the mumps. Let's talk to Patrick Redfern. This guy was cheating on his wife with her.
What? Oh, Poirot.
May I put to you some questions, Monsieur Redfern?
So what they want you to think is that somebody killed Arlena because of the cheating. She was cheating. That's like the most obvious jealousy, you know? Jealous lover kind of thing. And I guess it could be possible. But she also ruined this guy's theater. Oh, what was the other reason? It could have just also been a random murder. Those are the only motives we have so far. Or his friend, or the dead girl's husband's friend didn't like her, so that's another motive. Just any potential motive. Those are like the three that we have. And maybe a coffee overdose, Muskandar. Let's see.
How did you and Mademoiselle Brewster come to be rowing together?
I asked Miss Brewster if I could join her.
Why did you do that? Monsieur Redfern, there is no longer the luxury of playing the little games. Now is the time for truth.
Elena and I were accustomed to swimming together each morning. When I didn't see her on the beach, I went looking for her. She wasn't up at the hotel. I saw Miss Brewster getting the rowboat ready. That's when I got the idea that if we rowed around the island, I might find her, Elena. I offered to row first. We set off.
when we were out in the morning, we did see him looking around.
What time did you arrive here?
Sometime before 12. I don't know exactly.
Alright, let me write down what he said. That's Patrick Redfern. Arrived at Cutter sometime before 12.
Tell me what you thought when you saw Mrs. Marshall.
Well, I was put out, if you must know. I couldn't understand why she hadn't left me. I couldn't understand it at all. I rode for the beach. I wanted to find out what she was doing.
So he was looking for her.
Who went for help?
Miss Brewster. I had this idea. I wanted to protect Elena. It's stupid, I know. She was beyond anyone's protection. I sat near her, then couldn't take that anymore, and came over here and waited until the police arrived.
So he might have messed with the crime scene. Sometime before 12 might have messed with crime scene. He might have moved the coffee.
What happened after they both beached?
I called out to her, but she didn't answer. She just lay there. I went over to her. There was something strange. She was so still. I knelt beside her, touched her hand, then her arm. She didn't react at all. Then I lifted her hat. My God, her face. It was dark, mottled, and those marks. Handprints on her neck.
Steady.
Can't hear a thing.
I'm sorry. She was so beautiful. How could anyone spoil that?
Can't hear a thing. The
Is there
waves are too
anything you
loud.
saw or thought that might help us?
I'm sorry. Let me think.
Take your time.
I know.
There
look at-
was one thing. I heard a noise while I was still over near Elena.
What was it?
A clatter on the rocks near the ladder. Something falling. Not a rock, though. Something light.
Something fell near ladder. Something light fell near ladder. Yeah, look at that dangerous ass ladder. That's why Poirot didn't want to climb down it.
A clatter on the rocks near the ladder. Something falling. Not a rock, though. Something light.
I may have more questions for you later.
Okay, so something fell. Can we go find it? Let's go see if we can find it. Lost the will to live like Padme? You never know. She's really good at planking. She's got a good core. Some people dropped dead in those days and they didn't question it. Yeah, I know. Well, there's people today that are selling their children. They just sell their children. It's crazy. What's this? What's this here? What was it? A broken pipe? A broken pipe? Who smokes a pipe? The sailor guy, maybe, or the colonel, or the major. The major. I don't know. I didn't write down that anyone smokes a pipe. Someone smokes a pipe. Wonder who smokes a pipe. So that fell out of someone's pocket. Look at this ladder even broke. There's just a ladder here that broke. Right next to the other one. The ladder that works. It's over here. Oh, the cloth.
Torn piece of green fabric. The same color as Arlena Marshall's hat.
The torn fabric.
I am sorry,
The torn fabric. Taken from the cove, which means she was maybe over here. Or a piece of fabric got caught on somebody as they went in this cave and hid evidence.
A smashed bottle with a bit of fluid left in it.
Someone smashed a bottle.
And the fluid has the distinctive odor of an expensive perfume.
Expensive perfume. Someone's expensive perfume smashed in the cave. What else is in here? Wait, monsieur. Oui, monsieur.
That mud looks like it was placed there deliberately. And there's something shiny underneath.
Oh. Someone
That mud looks like it was...
Someone clean the mud. Something reprehensible. What did I say? Use this spatula?
I say, a six-sided metal receptacle hidden by the mud. The mud must have been applied fairly recently, and the metal looks shiny, almost new.
Back seat? I don't think so,
And that
Alex.
shape, it reminds me of something. It's like the receptacle for a winch handle you find on the masts of some sailboats to winch the sail up and down.
Oh, really? The businessman is a sailor.
I say.
We need to find a
And
winch handle. Something to turn this. We need to find that. There's a secret door here. And it could be... The sailor guy could be signaling Nazis through this secret cave.
Looks like it.
Yeah, at least it wasn't urine. So who would smash a bottle of perfume in here? Who would do that? That's odd. That's odd to say the least. I'm cold. I need to go put on a shirt. Everyone smokes a pipe? That's true. Probably even Poirot smokes a pipe, right? Do 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 do. Boop ba da boop ba boo. Beep ba da beep ba boo. Should we talk to the Colonel again? The waves are loud here. Beautiful
Can we
waves.
speak a little later?
The killer's Swedish. It's an Allen key. Okay, so Brewster went for help. What do you think, Brewster? Ballet teacher at the school where the girl was murdered.
I would like to put to you the questions, if I may.
Of course.
Sure, let's ask you the questions next to the loud
That will...
loud ocean so we can't hear them. Actually, none of this is gonna do anything. He's Belgian. He's Belgian.
How did you and Monsieur Redfern come to be rowing together?
After you saw me at Rocky Bar,
Yes,
I
someone was
changed
murdered.
and was about to set out on my morning row when Mr. Redfern asked if he could join me.
Okay. Mr. Redfern asked if he could join her.
What time did you arrive here?
We arrived on the beach at 11:45. We must have come in sight of the cove 5 minutes before that.
Okay, so arrived at Cutter's 11:45. Does anybody just say like 11:45? Is it always like a quarter to this, a half past this, a half to this? Once you get past the 30, is it always a quarter to, 25 to? 12:45 and Saw Cove 12:40. So the death occurred before that, according to Brewster.
Tell me what you thought when you
Wait,
saw
no,
me.
11:45. A quarter to 12. I'm starting to get confused. 11:40.
Nothing at first. I assumed she was sunning herself.
And then?
Well, the first thing I noticed was she was lying as if she was sunbathing. But she was in the shade of the cliffs. Then, when Mr. Redfern called out and she didn't answer, that felt odd too. Once we were out of the boat, I could tell there was something unnatural in the way she was lying. Her arms.
Yeah. It was weird. The way she was lying was weird, yeah? Yes. Hey, Willie. Hey, Ugos. Yeah, the actress has been killed. Yeah, she is. She was just killed, and now we're investigating. We're talking to the people that found the body.
What time was this?
He wanted to row right round the island, so I checked my watch. It was not quite 11:30.
Okay, at 11:30. Alright, so what she said was 11:30. She met... 11:30. She met Redfern. Let me write that down. Met Pat Redfern at 11:30. So that was enough. Wait. So they only started rowing about 10 minutes before they found her. So he had plenty of time to kill her. If he killed her.
Did Monsieur Redfern often accompany you?
No, this was the first time. If you ask me, he was looking for Mrs. Marshall. He volunteered to take the oars first.
Okay, oars first, oars second.
What happened after the boat beached?
Mr. Redfern and I approached Mrs. Marshall. I could see he thought the situation wasn't right as well. He knelt beside her, touched her hand, then her arm, Then he started to lift her hat. He saw her face and cried out.
The murder happened somewhere around 10:45 to 11:40. He had 45 minutes to kill her.
Who went for help?
I did. We both knew someone had to. I'm not the kind of woman who would ever admit to feeling fear, but I was secretly thankful when Mr. Redfern offered to stay with the body.
I understand perfectly, mademoiselle. You must have reproached yourself.
And he wanted to stay with the body to cover it up. It was clearly him. Poirot doesn't know how to keep his meandering stories
Is there anything you
relevant.
saw or thought that might help us?
Or Hastings.
No, I don't believe so. Yes, there is something. She was strangled, just like Millie and the other woman, Alice Corrigan. 3 women strangled in South Devon within a few months of one another. Can that be just coincidence?
No, madame.
Anything is possible, mademoiselle. But I will agree that coincidence in this case seems highly unlikely.
No,
I may
madame.
have more questions for you later.
Of course.
Could be the same strangler as the other murders. Talk to you again. 5 past half 1. Just learn to use the numbers. Time to get a watch.
Poirot will not be climbing up the ladder.
No, you don't want to climb this ladder, Poirot? How do we leave? I think we're done here. Poirot will not be climbing up the ladder. Then we're stuck here, Poirot. Then you're stuck. We gotta get someone to climb us up or get us to throw us
Can we
away.
speak a little?
Can't talk to anybody. Maybe we have to find more clues. Maybe there's a clue we missed.
Mrs. Mar.
You say 10 minutes past half 4? Jeez. Jeez.
Poirot.
And I didn't have the decency to kill her on a train. And they killed her right on the beach here? Beach is supposed to be for fun, happy times, not murder times. Jeez. Do we have to actually do the Allen key?
I say, and that shape.
I say. Do we have anything that can turn this? No. No, we don't. No, we don't. None of this turns that. Is there something on the ground? Poirot will not be climbing up the ladder. Open some sort of weird door. Like, how do you get all these mechanisms inside of a cave anyway? Has anyone ever actually done that in reality? Outside of a game, or a movie, or a book? No one has ever created these mechanisms inside of a cave. Nobody ever. No one has ever done it. They're just letting her bake. I think she was just discovered. How do we get out of here? You row me back? I'm too fit to be climbing up ladders.
Can you row me back to the bathing beach?
Of course.
Yes.
Is it a thing where he won't climb ladders? Well, that ladder looks particularly dangerous. I didn't realize that. That looks like a pretty dangerous ladder.
Good day, madame.
So, instead of going up and down the ladder, he has to have her row him. Row him to the cove. I need to get a shirt, I'm cold. Looks like IKEA. Allen wrench. Poirot will not be climbing up the ladder. Maybe murder's a fun, happy time. Oh, good point. Good point. So in that case, it would be something you do on the beach. Good point. Good point. What did I do? Nothing in here still? Okay. Poirot. Let's go see if we can talk to them yet. They have to talk to us now.
May I have a word with you?
Oh, man.
Colonel Weston told us to cooperate with you, Mr. Poirot, and of course we will, in any way we can. But this has been a very bad shock to me, and Mr. Gardner's always very, very careful of my health. Isn't that so, Oakley?
Yes, darling. Mrs. Gardner is very sensitive.
I appreciate you speaking with me.
Okay. My phone dies so fast now. I think I really need... It said my battery health is at 50%. I think it's finally time to get a new one. I'll have to go later, get a new phone. Poirot. Poirot. Lack of glasses in the inventory. Yeah, that's true. We haven't picked up many glasses, and I don't... Well, we did pick up one. We only got one glass in this game. Smugglers and castles, row your boat. Yeah, maybe we need to go to IKEA to get one of those wrenches. Thanks for the bits, Willie. Yes, darling.
You spent the morning here, overlooking the beach?
Way.
Yes, we did. And not the slightest idea in our minds of what was happening just around the corner in that little cove.
For the new phone? Thank you. Thank you for paying for it, Willie. Wow. Oh, thank you.
And you were here the entire time?
Yes, both of us. From nearly 10:25, until Oakley went to play tennis at 12. Isn't that right, Oakley?
Well, not exactly. I did run off to fetch your purple wool, if you'll remember. That was around 11 by the hotel clock. It took quite a few minutes to find it, I'm afraid. 15 minutes, possibly 20.
More than 10 minutes, surely. I barely missed you.
Methinks she protests too much, Poirot. What is she frightened of?
Let's see. Says they were here at 10:30, but Oakley ran off for a time she says is short, but might have been longer. Maybe they saw the murder.
It is a question we must learn the answer to, my friend.
Maybe they saw the murder so they know what time it was at, and they just don't want him to get in trouble for it. Or he did the murder because he's a suspect. Because his theater was ruined by the actress. Hey, Sepplinus.
Did you see Madame Marshall at all today?
What?
We? That is to say, no.
We?
Look, I said to
Oh.
Oakley, why, wherever can she have got to this morning?
to Oakley?
First her husband comes looking for her, and then that good-looking young man, Mr. Redfern. I always wondered, why must he go running after that woman when he has that nice, pretty wife all of his own, didn't I, Oakley?
Yes, darling.
She can babble all she likes, but I heard that hesitation, Poirot.
Something's up with them.
Did you notice anything that might have a bearing upon the case?
Why, no, I don't think so. Just that she was always around with young Redfern. Anyone can tell you that.
Oakley.
Did her husband mind, do you think?
Captain Marshall is a very reserved man.
That is all the questions I have for the moment.
We're devastated. We know nothing that could help. Aren't we, Oakley?
Yes, darling.
Oakley. That's a Yorkshire accent, yeah? Is Hastings being a horn dog? Not yet. He didn't say anything about how hot the dead body was or anything like that. Unfortunately, no. Now do we... Let's try searching the hotel now. Alright, let's see if she knows anything about the murder. Murder. Yeah, 50% is bad. Like a couple weeks ago it was 70%. Now it's 50%. So, this phone, I needed a new phone for a long time. How much is an iPhone 13? iPhone 13. How much is it? Can you get that at Target? iPhone 13, Target. Can you have a Wordle dump channel in the Discord? Yeah. Oh, that's right. We have to do the Wordle. I just get the basic model. iPhone 13. Let's see. Do they have it at Target? How much is it? How much is it? $800? $800? That's not too bad. Do they charge a tax on those? Do you have to pay tax on phones? $800? I guess I'll get one of those. Let's see. They have them at my nearby Target. Looks like they have some. Might have to go get one after the stream. My phone is so awful and dead. Might as well just get the newest thing, right? I mean, no point in getting a 12, really. Might as well just get the newest one, right? I was looking at the 12s, and the base model 12 is like a 64 gigabyte. So you almost might as well just get the 13. We have to do the Wordle, yeah. Good point. We have to do the Wordle of the day. Wait, is it power length? Wait, did they co-op? This is the site. This is the site, right? Okay. All right, let's do the Wordle of the day. We're gonna do it. If you haven't done it yet, you have to do it. I've been starting with train because we started doing this while we were playing Orient Express. So I've been starting with train, and it doesn't seem like a bad word to start with. Is the bowl cut gift still around? No, you can get a new battery for 50. Yeah, but this phone, it sucks anyway. It's an iPhone 6 Plus, and you know they like you know, forced obsolescence. I'm fully in forced obsolescence. Train. All right, train. So R is in the right place. It could be R. Oin. How about groin? GR. No, it wouldn't be that, right? Because the N. GRIN. GRIN. Not G. R. N. It wouldn't be NR or IR. Iron. Irony? How about irony? IRONY. Irony? A 2 try? Are we 2 trying this? No, but we're getting close. Okay. How about P R U? How about prune? Prune, baby. Prune. Oh, I forgot to use the I. Okay. How about I? Oh, it's not the I. Okay, so the I is in the middle or the end. So it's probably got to be in the middle. Rin. So how about G R I N? Grind. Grind, baby. First try. Oh, so close. So close. We know it's drink. Drink, baby. It's drink, isn't it? It's drink, isn't it? Oh, first try. Killed this one. We killed this one. First try. Nice. Drink. A 6? Yeah, it's a 6. It could probably work, but it's, you know, forced obsolescence. I mean, I guess I've had it for, 7 years. I mean, $800 isn't that bad if I use it for 7 or 8 years. Hey, Son Goku. You upgraded the 13 Pro, you like the cameras. I would just get the base model, but that's cool to know. Yeah. I was thinking I just, you know, if I'm gonna use it for 8 years, just get the newest one and use it for 8 years. Less forced obsolescence. I don't feel like switching to Android. It's too much effort.
Madame Castle.
I don't have
Mr.
that much
Poirot.
energy.
Colonel Weston has informed me that I am to give you my full cooperation.
Oui?
He suggested that I allow you access to whatever you need in the hotel, no matter how private.
No matter how
I
private,
hope that
huh?
does not distress you unduly, madame.
Well, my duty to the owners, but I have little choice. Here is the master key.
Yes!
This will unlock any door in the hotel.
We got the master
Merci,
key.
madame.
So we can now get in. Now, these doors will never be locked again. Can I share my Wordle in Discord? I don't think I can, actually. Hey, Galaxy Ghoul, Grimp, Prince, Pruny, Fail, Pruno. Noise. Hey, Duke. I don't have the energy to switch to Android. I'll switch to Android in 8 years. I mean, I'm not even gonna... The world is gonna end in the next 8 years anyway. Might as well have a nice phone. Hey, Duke. Hercules Parrot up in here.
Did you notice any of the guests behaving unusually?
Let me think. Mr. Redfern seemed agitated, underfoot, asking if anyone had seen Mrs. Marshall.
Okay.
What time was this?
Between 10 and 10:30, I would say.
Huh, okay, so... Okay, so the manager... I don't think I have anything about her yet. No, I do. Says... Gardner was... Should I write this all down? Says Gardner was asking for... Arlena at 10 or 10:30. Supposedly when she could have started to have been being killed. But he still doesn't have an alibi for that 10:45 to 11:30. He still could have asked, where is she? Found her with someone else, killed her. Right? That kind of thing. Yeah, now we can do Super Snoops. How you doing, Duke? Hey, Woo Chunk. We don't even need to be in the Thieves Guild, yeah. I mean, we got the key. We got the keys to the doors. We don't need to pick locks. We don't need to do the thiefy stuff. We can just go right in. Unmitigated room invasion. Yeah, even at night, daytime, we can hide at people's bathrooms and say boo behind the shower curtain when they go in to take a shower or a bath. Like Google Pixel. Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I had the energy to switch to like a Pixel, but I don't have the energy right now, you know? The world's ending within 8 years? I mean, probably, yeah. Likely. I'm fine, Duke.
Tell me about the sandwiches and flasks of coffee prepared for the guests this morning.
Ouais.
Mr. Lane asked for sandwiches and coffee.
Ouais.
He was planning on hiking, I believe.
Ouais.
Mrs. Marshall asked for coffee only.
Ouais.
Those were the only requests this morning.
How early are they put out on the table in the dining room?
Ouais.
Directly after breakfast. No later than 9:30.
Okay, so Arlena... Okay, so the priest got coffee and sandwiches. He got coffee and sandwiches. And then Arlena also got just coffee. The murdered girl. Got coffee at 9:30 at the latest. But we saw her swim out, so we know what time she swam out. Because we saw that. Yeah, Junker, yeah. What? World to end soon. Glad you got to watch a guy play video games on the internet for the final years of your life. Thanks, Casino. Thanks. Glad you got a chance to watch it.
Can you account for your movements between a quarter to 11 and 20 of 12 this morning?
Well, from 10 o'clock till a quarter to 11, I was seeing to it the staff were all performing their duties. Then that the dining room was cleared and made ready for luncheon. That was until noon. It was a very ordinary morning, and...
You're watching the staff do their duties.
Quite so.
I wonder if you would excuse me, This has quite unsettled me, I'm afraid.
Of course, madam.
She's a Nazi sympathizer.
She's rattled by more than the murder.
You are correct, Hastings. The idea that I would have access to anything here in the hotel obviously includes the contents of her safe.
Think she'll do a bunk?
If she makes the... what was it you said?
Think she'll try to sneak away?
A bunk?
Huh? Yes, indeed. It is good that Colonel Weston is prepared to have her followed.
Yeah, she's a Nazi sympathizer. We found out by looking in her safe. She's like doing some spotting or something for the Nazis. Yeah, just the end of intelligent life. Well, like just the end of humanity, or most of it, probably. I mean, there'll still be plants and whatnot, and rocks, bacteria, and such. Humanity might start up again. I don't think it should, though. I think we're good. I think the universe is good on humans. I think it needs to start over. Bartender?
Afternoon, Mr. Poirot.
Wait.
Terrible thing, this murder. I hope you get to the bottom of it. Need a little stimulation to help you think? Choose from the menu if you like.
Yeah, give me a little stimulation.
Some tasty concoctions here, Poirot.
Oh, I saw. I wonder if anybody put some alcohol into their coffee thing, you know, to have a little alcohol. Hey, Judith Butler. It's not David Suchet, unfortunately, no. They either couldn't afford it or he didn't have time, I would guess, because since he's the main character in this one. It's right, it's going to start to end, and then we have, yeah, that's when the Hellish Existence, well, the Hellish Existence already started, yeah. Yeah, humanity had a good run. I think it's time to start over. It'll turn into Planet of the Grapes, meaning it'll just be grapes. Grapes will take over, become the dominant living thing. Grapes. Absinthe.
I shall have the absinthe flipsy.
Right you are.
Oh, we're having the app. Oh, we can actually order a drink. Give me some absinthe. Hell yeah.
There you go.
Merci.
I'll have an absinthe
Hastings,
flip.
we must stay alert. I order the drink only for appearances.
Let's have a drink.
Whatever you say, old man.
Absinthe flip. His name's Hercules,
Afternoon,
but he's not
Mr.
Greek. That's kind of weird, yeah.
I say.
His name is Hercules, but his name is Hercules, but he's not Greek. And he speaks French, but he's not French. He speaks French, but he's not French. It's weird. Sophia, thanks for the 10 bits. There's a lot about him that is very contradictory, you might say. Yeah. Grapes will start a new society? You mean grapes will come to life? Do we need to order something here? Vodka and lime juice, brandy and Cointreau, light rum, dark rum, triple sec, grenadine, lime juice, orange juice, pineapple juice, old-fashioned, bourbon soda, Angostura bitters, sugar cube, orange slices. I think we might want this, and then instead of putting grenadine in it, we put cough syrup in it.
Sorry, sir. All out of dark rum and grenadine, I'm afraid. Blame George. It's his favorite drink.
Allow me the contribution.
These will do nicely, sir.
Yeah, we actually have rum that we took out of the basement of the pub, that abandoned pub, and we... Oh, so that is what we were supposed to do. And then we have a bottle of grenadine, which you took out of the trash that was empty, that we put cough syrup inside.
These will do nicely, sir. I can make several planter's punches with these. Thank you.
Okay, so we're making a drink that we're going to give to somebody and knock them out, make them fall asleep.
There you go.
Merci.
Yeah, Judah, look how... This cover is so orange. I love this cover, too. I've never seen something like this before. Something using every single shade of orange that exists. What if I'm the murderer? You mean me, or you mean Poirot? Poirot should commit murder. He should. He should just, like, free himself. Oh, like the California Raisins. That kind of society. Alright, so now we have... a planter's punch. Wait, here you go. Glass fans. Glass fans, we have a glass now. The master key. It's the master. The master key. Okay, so we got planter's punch with cough syrup. Or we just made one that we got to give someone a planter's punch to butter him up. It's George's favorite drink. We got to loosen his lips. Likes planter's punch. So that was a puzzle. We already pre-did it. To loosen his lips.
Beautiful piano.
Sink some ships with his loose lips. It's kind of an enigma. We're just showing Animal Planet about animals that will evolve after humans destroy themselves. It predicted giant land-based octopuses would take over the Earth. Because they have high intelligence and can grab things. But land-based ones? Are there land-based octopuses? Like, where would it come from? It would just learn to only live on land? And not in the water? Aren't they only in water? Or are there already land-based octopuses? You mean they would, like, learn to not live in the water? Où est le dining room? Yeah, we mix alcohol and cough syrup. I don't know. Isn't that like a recipe for murder? For never waking up? Hey, Chaoscom. Plus, yeah, trash. Plus potential, like, trash juice is in it, too. It's making lean. Poirot should fight bare knuckle with Sherlock Holmes. But Poirot gets someone else to do it for him. That's Poirot's thing. He doesn't dirty himself with interaction with humans or, you know, moving his body outside of this perfectly arranged position. Anything where he has to move outside of this, he gets someone else to do it for him. Oh, you say it's time to invade everyone's privacy? Oui. Octoroks? They could evolve?
This room belongs to the beautiful Arlena Stewart.
The girl who was killed. Like they would evolve like over time, like in millennias, through many millennias. The octopus would evolve. They would evolve over many millennia. So this is the murdered woman's room. While other mollusks have come to land.
I say, old man, are we looking for anything in particular in here?
We are indeed Hastings. We look for that which is not here.
Oh, that's a big help.
I have to take how you say the dump.
Although I am sure that this sight would amuse you, Hastings, Poirot will not engage in such activities for the duration of this tale.
So, in this game, Poirot is telling Hastings about what's happening, and Hastings is like telling Poirot to do things so Hastings can solve the case. So in this case, Hastings is like, Poirot, take a dump. Poirot, pull your pants down and poo and pee in the toilet.
Although I am sure that this...
Come on, Poirot, do it. What's a mollusk that came to land? You know, the octopus can be so grumpy it punches fish if it's in a bad mood. You knew they'd take over, really? That, yeah, millions of years later. That makes sense, yeah. What's a mollusk that is on land? Mollusks. Snail? Snails? Scallop? Well, snails? Snails are on land. Snails are on land. Octopus. An Atlantic surf clam. What if the world was taken over by clams? Atlantic surf clams. Oh yeah, like a snail. A snail or a slug? Slug. Yes, slug. Snail or a slug. Planet of the Grapes is after Planet of the Apes. I don't know, I think they happened at the same time. Hey, News Alchemist. You like faster evolution? I wish we could evolve fast too. We didn't look in here. There's a lot of like stories about like you know, about a scientist that researched faster evolution. We can evolve 1,000,000 times as fast, and then they get powers, and then they get beaten by Superman.
Arlena Marshall's most delightful and expensive perfume. It is the same as that which we found in the cave.
We found the perfume in the cave, and we found the perfume also in her bathroom. Then, why is this in the bathroom and also in the cave? Why would she bring the perfume to the cove? Unless it was stolen from her room. First. What's that? Unmarked bottle. It's completely unmarked. Is that a texture of pills? Or is that supposed to be full of pills? We have to test them at the lab. Perfume with an exquisite and distinct scent. Takanji admits an exquisite and distinct scent after he eats a Taco Bell, if you know what I mean. Like how Takanji took my joke. Takanji took my joke that I was telling for years as his own. Now it's his. I can't even use it anymore. That was my joke, and he took it from me.
There are red hairs caught in the bristles. No mistaking that color.
Red hairs caught in the bristles. Yeah, because that's probably Patrick Redfern. Why would Patrick Redfern be brushing his hair with a hairbrush? So it must be a woman's. Red hairs caught in bristles. Next time we see Takanji, I'm going to have to confront him on that. What if the world was taken over by clams? Just a bunch of things sitting there. And then, like, space creatures come here and they're like, no, there's nothing here. Just a bunch of rocks sitting around, boring. Blow this place up. World was taken over by clams would be rich and quiet. I used to love clams. Clam chowder, fried clams. Pretty good. Pretty good. Fried clams are pretty good. So there's red hairs. Wait, is Arlena have red hair? Does Arlena have red hair? She might have red hair.
Looks like ordinary bath salts. Poirot, open the lid.
I cannot, Hastings. The lid, it is screwed on most tightly.
Another lid we can't take off. Poirot is very weak. Have I seen surfing snails? No. I saw a surfing bird. You're hedging your bet on Octoman? I think whatever takes over the Earth has to be able to communicate with each other. They have to be able to communicate somehow. I don't think octopus can communicate with each other. I think birds can. Or other animals can, you know? In some way. Can unless they do sign language. Hey, Dave. Let's see. I would shout Dave out, but he said he was going to stream Monday, but then he didn't, so I'm really confused right now. I'm confused about that, Dave. Then Ben steals Cambrian's joke. Oh, did he? Planet of the Drapes. Very, very shady Earth. Very shady planet. We cannot remove the lid. Too thick. How are we gonna... what are we gonna... How do we open these lids? There's 2 lids. Can we open this too? Open it up. No? I need like a... What do we need to do that could open something? A can opener?
I am sorry,
What can I use to open something? What do they use? A magnetic fragment?
Perdone.
Scissors?
An interesting idea.
Poirot is the world's greatest detective. He doesn't even know how to open a jar. It's closed tight. It will never open.
Although I am...
Not for me. I cannot open it. I can't open it. He just can't... Poirot's never opened a jar. He's never once opened a single jar. He saw Star Wars episode 1 through 3 with Jar Jar, but he can't open a jar. Yeah, bath salts. Apparently she's into some nasty drugs. Let me look at the bed. Look under the bed for monsters. Holiday review. We stay in the lounge. There was a detective rifling through our drawers. We slept in the lounge. He wouldn't leave. He just kept walking around looking at things. So we had to stay in the lounge. We asked for a new room, but the hotel was booked. We had nowhere else to go. We had to sleep in a tent outside. The letter? It is on the dresser?
I'll just put this in my notebook.
Who's putting it in whose notebook? Right. This is Hastings' notebook. Red Ferns letters. Letters from Redfern. So Redfern likes to write letters. He doesn't like to type letters. Strong grip and big forearm. Oh yeah, maybe his hands are too small. I assume that Poirot's hands are like baby-sized. Baby-sized hands. What do these letters say? I can't read them. You say I'm foolish to write suck letters. I would say I would be foolish not to. And besides, I have no choice. I must write. I must let the words flow to you, whether you choose to drink from the well of my passion or not. Ugh. That's up to you, but still the words must flow. That's the one in front. Arlena, Arlena, Arlena. Last night was rapture. Last night was bliss. Holding my arms on the dance while the lights from the mirrored ball above played your... like a flickering you in a movie. So they had a relationship before? Do you know what? Me, when we're apart, I'll go mad when we're alone. Are these old? These might be old letters, and but they still had a thing going on. When we overheard them having a thing going on. But why did they break up?
Believe me when I tell you, Hastings. Believe me when I tell you, Hastings. Believe me when I tell you, Hastings.
Just banging on the sink. Come on, Poirot. You can't even figure out how to open a jar? Come on, Poirot. I cannot open this. But the
This
clue,
looks important.
the clue we need to solve the murder is in that jar. Open it, Poirot. I cannot. The crime cannot be solved. Darling Arlena, God, I feel blue. I didn't know any man could go on feeling crazy about a woman like I feel about you. Thanks for the check. Check? They won't prosecute now. It was a near shave, though, and all because I wanted to make big money for you. Can you forgive me? Don't forget me, but you won't, I know. You're mine always. One day I'll prove it to you. One day when you least expect it, there I'll be. Until then, think of me. Yours, J.N.? Wait, so he's got someone who writes in cursive who she helped. That is a criminal who was going to be prosecuted, but she gave him money so they wouldn't prosecute him. But it was very close because he wanted to make money for her. J.N.? J.N. There is nobody with the... Is that a J and an N? I don't... Cursive is the worsive. Planet of the Vapes. That's the worst type of planet there could ever be. Just a... Well, we could replace the ozone layer with vape juice. That would be great. JN. There is no N and there is no JN that I know of. There's no JN. So that might be the person that we have to get identified from the picture that was drawn. The creepo walking around. JN. Jack Nancy.
They are blackout curtain. They are blackout curtain.
Wait. Caribbean reef squids signal to each other by flashing patterns. They even signal to different squid on the side of their body. Oh, really? So they can communicate. Okay, so they could take over. They could take over then. Let's go into it. For some reason, the husband and wife had different rooms, which I find strange, but let's go into her husband's room.
Forgive the intrusion, Captain Marshall. My condolences. Forgive me, but I must impose upon you.
Carry on.
Remove your pants.
Poirot, I just saw a shadow by the balcony door. I think someone is out there listening.
What?
Ah, well, we will let them listen, I think.
How are you seeing a shadow if Poirot is explaining this to you? Humans... What they set up here is so weird. I like it, but it's weird. Humans need to solve all scarcity and societal problems so we can figure out why the universe is infinite. It's weird, Magic Eel, yeah. And also, Hastings can somehow see... Maybe Poirot is just describing it so thoroughly that Hastings can see. Hastings is mind melded with Poirot. I don't know what's going on. Poirot writes in Hastings' handbook as future Hastings narrates a story fact-checked by future Poirot that was past Poirot controlled by present Tom. I'm one of the weirdest parts about this. Hey, Kyle. James Nelson. Jack Nicholson? Jack Nicholson? What if we just sit here like this for the rest of the stream? Jimmy Neutron. Just like this. See how many people leave or come into the stream. See if we gain viewers or lose viewers.
Mrs. Marshall was your second wife?
Yes.
You have been married how long?
Just over 2 years.
The marriage? It was a happy one?
Certainly.
Wait. Those Srupkis were good. Those pretzels were good. I actually haven't had pretzels in years. I had pretzel nuggets with peanut butter, but that's different. That's different than like a straight up pretzel. Being John Malkovich's situation, like being inside his brain time. I never saw that movie.
Have you any idea who might have killed your wife?
None whatever.
Had she any enemies?
Possibly.
I say.
Why?
Oh?
Oh?
Don't misunderstand me. Arlena was an actress. She was also a good-looking woman. She aroused a certain amount of jealousy, envy, hatred, malice.
From men as well as women?
Why?
Mostly women.
Should we raid someone without ending the stream? Just clear everyone out? What if you just raided someone and didn't say anything about it? And then, like, just move everyone over to a different channel, but keep streaming? You're like, what happened? All of a sudden I was watching someone else. You get Auntie I like those kind of pretzels. I don't know what the word for those are. They're, like, covered in butter. They're, like, dripping in butter. The bag, you always get the bag that you get them in is always becomes see-through. Any pretzel where the bag is see-through, yeah, it's a good pretzel. But they also tend to put way too much salt on those. So you gotta, like, brush it off. Make a giant pile of salt. Yeah, pretzels are, I love pretzels. Soft pretzels, hard pretzels, peanut butter pretzels, honey, what is it? Honey mustard pretzels. Honey roasted pretzels, pizza pretzels, pretzel buns, Bavarian pretzels, pretzel nugs, pretzel logs, pretzel loaves.
Was Mrs. Marshall previously
acquainted with anyone?
Was Mrs. Marshall previously Was Mrs. Marshall previously acquainted with anyone
Hey,
in this
Kyle,
hotel?
hey, Carrot.
I believe she had met Mr. Redfern before, at some cocktail party.
They met before, but clearly there was something more going on than just meeting. It's okay, Destiny.
How did you spend your time this morning?
I breakfasted downstairs at 10 minutes after 9 o'clock. After that, I went down to the bathing beach where I saw you. I had a quick bathe. Let me see. At about 20 minutes to 11, I returned here to type some letters. I typed until 10 minutes to 12. I then changed into tennis kit as I had a date to play tennis at 12.
Who else played the tennis?
Dennis.
Mrs. Redfern, Miss Darnley, and Mr. Gardner. I went down at 12 o'clock. Miss Darnley was there. Mr. Gardner and Mrs. Redfern arrived a few minutes later. We played for about an hour. Just as we came into the hotel afterwards, I got the news.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
9 o'clock. She was in her room opening her letters.
What was her manner? Unusual at all?
No, perfectly normal.
Did she mention at all what were the contents of the letters?
So, at 9 o'clock in room, looking at letters.
Did she mention at all what were the contents of the letters?
Pretzel
No.
combos. Pretzel pizza combos. I only ever get those if I'm on a road trip and I stop at like one of those, you know, roadside disgusting, you know, strip malls. That's the only time I ever eat combos. They're good like road trip snacks, but they are kind of weird. They are kind of weird. I don't know what they're filled with. They're filled with something strange. I want to know what that filling is made of in a combo. What is the filling in combos? What's the filling in combos? They're cylindrical tubes of cracker, pretzel, or tortilla. Zesty salsa combos. Do they still make combos? I feel like I haven't seen those in a while. Cheddar cheese, pizzeria, buffalo blue cheese, 7-layer dip, sweet and salty caramel creme, honey sriracha. It's like cheese, right? Cheese or sauce, weird sauce. Hey, Poetic. Surströmming, how do you pronounce that? I bought the frozen pretzels that you microwave to be soft pretzels. I did as a kid, but I can't, as an adult man, you know, justify eating a soft pretzel like that. I'd rather eat none than eat that kind of soft pretzel. Hey, Red Ken. Him and the wife had separate rooms. Yeah, I don't know why, though. It's weird.
You will not deny, then, that Mr. Redfern admired your wife?
He probably did. Most men did. She was a very beautiful woman.
What?
You were persuaded there was nothing personal in the affair?
I never thought about it.
Utter rot.
He's pretending he didn't know about the affair?
You did not, pardon me, object to your wife's friendship with Monsieur Redfern?
I wasn't in the habit of criticizing my wife's conduct.
Wow, man.
You did not protest or object in any way?
Certainly not.
Packet of lies. We overheard them arguing.
Did your wife leave a will?
You know, I'm not sure.
Her solicitors?
Barkett and Applegood, Bedford Square. They handled all of her business affairs.
Okay.
Was she well off?
We need to get it well.
Well, yes, her career was very successful, as I've told you. I would expect she was worth in the neighborhood of £50,000.
Then you would call your wife a rich woman?
I'll say.
I suppose she was, really. See here,
£50,000.
Poirot. Aren't you getting a good way from the essentials of this business? What I believe or don't believe is surely not relevant to the plain fact of murder.
You do not comprehend, Captain Marshall. There is no such thing as the plain fact of murder. Murder springs 9 times out of 10 out of the character and circumstances of the murdered person. Because the victim was the kind of person he or she was, therefore, was he or she murdered.
Way.
Until we can comprehend fully and completely exactly what kind of person Elena Marshall was,
Ouais.
we shall not be able to see clearly exactly the kind of person who murdered her.
Way.
Was there anything else?
No.
Not at present, thank you.
Feel
Doesn't
free
even
to nose
acknowledge.
around all you like.
He might be
I
just
need some air.
he might just be embarrassed, you know, that his wife is cheating, you know. That must feel pretty bad. It's okay. It might not be a cover-up. Yeah, let me look at this. 7-layer dip combos. Let's look at this. 7-layer dip combos. What does that look like? 7-layer dip combos? What's inside of those? What's that look like? Oh, here, I found it. From somebody who reviewed it named Junk Food Guy. Oh, it looks like it just looks like cheese. It just looks like cheese. I thought it would be a lot more like have a lot more, you know, like different stuff inside. It looks like it's mostly just cheese. I mean, 7-layer dip. What? All right, let's try to name the layers of 7-layer dip. Beans, cheese. You got, I'm going to try to do it. Beans, cheese, guacamole, guac, sour cream, beans, cheese, guac, sour cream, maybe some kind of a meat, but maybe a meat, beans, cheese, guac, sour cream, lettuce, and tomato, beans, cheese, guac, sour cream, lettuce, and tomato. That's 7. That's it, right? Salsa and or tomatoes, tomato or slash salsa. People. But what if it doesn't have meat though? Let's say, because I don't think they normally have meat. Beans, cheese, guac, sour cream, lettuce, tomato. You could make it salsa. What's the 7th if tomato and salsa is not the same thing? Tomato and salsa is the same thing if you ask me. Unless you have like a different kind of salsa. Garlic? I don't know about that. Corn? Maybe a corn. Let's see. Let's look it up. 7-layer dip. What's in a 7-layer dip? I want to see. I want olives. Olives. Beans, guacamole, cheese. Beans, guacamole, cheese, sour cream, tomatoes, olives. They're saying olives and green onions. Olives and green onions, a layer of olives. That's true. It's normally olives. Olive. What is that thing where they think you're saying olive or like dustpan? Audio trick with word olive. It's like they think you're saying olive or they think you're saying something it like sounds like olive. Say olive juice. Olive juice. You want me to mouth it? Olive juice. Pico de gallo. Mayo, potatoes. Yeah, olives. I think that's the more typical thing. Beans, ravioli. That'd be good in a 7-layer dip. Yeah, the standard I think is the olives thing. The typewriter. Sorry.
This is certainly significant.
What? The typewriter? Are we doing this again in here? We already did this.
I will not do that. The good detective knows. Even them.
It was like, you know, where you play a clip and if you're reading the word olive, it says olive. If you're reading a different word, it says like rainstorm. Trick if you're reading the word olive. What is the other? I don't know how to look it up. I don't know how to look it up.
This is
elephant shoes. Best dip, French onion. I hate French onion dip. I hate French onion dip. We already found that typewriter before. We've already been in here, I think. Vacuum. What is vacuum? FU? Yeah, we've already been in here. And we already found that. There's nothing else in here. Okay. Now let's go into Emily Brewster. The ballet déjà. Ouais.
Believe me.
Should call this Agatha Christie's Evil Typewriter Adventure. Agatha Christie and the Evil Typewriter, the Typewriter of Doom. They should have.
Poirot up.
Let's get the letter.
This may be important. I'll keep it in my notebook.
How do I feel about Belgian onion dip? Probably the same as regular, like French onion dip. I don't know, there's something that tastes nasty about that. I don't know what it is. It's just, I've never liked it. We got a new document. The best dip would be queso. Queso is the best dip. You know, like a slightly spicy cheese, hot, warm queso. That's the best dip. There's nothing better than that. Millie Parsons letter. So Millie Parsons wrote to the ballet teacher, "Dear Emily, it's a harsh world we find ourselves in, isn't it? I think only when I dance can I put its cares from me. You've given me that escape and so much more. I can't tell you how much your friendship means to me. Love, Millie." So Millie really liked the ballet teacher. So the ballet teacher was friends with the girl who was killed at the school. So if the actress somehow had something to do with the killings at the school, which is possible because the actress is involved with a criminal who got out of trouble, then that would give the ballet teacher reason to commit the murder.
Believe me. Poirot, believe me. Poirot, believe me. Poirot.
Look over here. Can be looking bed? I know, I could use a bed right now. I'm still awake. I think I'm actually still waking up today. I've been going to bed at a decent hour, but I slept weird last night.
Believe me. Poirot approves.
I think I'm still waking up today. Alright, the gardener's room. They have motive to kill the actress as well. They ruined, she ruined their theater. I'm the best streamer, Kyle? Oh, thanks. You're the best viewer. You eat water chestnuts out of the can. Ugh, I hate water chestnuts. They're nothing. It's like eating, a hard sponge. Ooh, a puzzle! I love puzzle. Rotate? You have to rotate too? Nope. Okay, good. Not real. Actually, this is not a puzzle. This is just rearranging. This is not a puzzle at all. This is not even close to a puzzle. This is rearranging. This is a rearrangement. A rearrangement, as they say. This is not a puzzle. At first you might be like, oh, puzzle, this is puzzle, fun. No, it isn't. It's not a puzzle. It's a rearrangement. You're just moving things. There's no thought. There's no thought at all. There's no thoughts put into this. There's no thoughts. Rearrange me. Strange, rearrange. Devotedly, Arlena Marshall. Arlena, it's a letter from Arlena, and it's in the gardener's room, and they ripped it up in perfect squares. Perfect squares. Millie Vanilli? Hey, Nintendo. Maybe the olives are more expensive than the other ingredients. Olive is the whole cost. You think the black olive, not black olives though, like the lowest class of olive, like a canned black olive, you can get that for like less than $1. Canned black olives, they're terrible. They're disgusting. That's what they put on pizza too. Now the Kalamata olive, that's a different story. But like a low class, basic level black olive. We used to have whole cans of it at the restaurant I worked at. Giant cans of it. They were probably $1. A can you could put on your head as a hat. The bottom. To work with one future Timother at sale. I can't read because of the rips. Let's see what goes on top. Up. Space at the top. Space at the top. No space. Dear Mr. Gardner, I is where it starts. I that doesn't go up there. Something with a little space at the top. I cannot tell you how much I looked forward to playing Irina in your production of Anton Little? Of Anton Mustard? Chustard? Anton Chustard? Of Anton Wait a second. Personal emergency of Anton. Which one of these is the correct? Oh, this. Anton something or other. Shoop, 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 shoop. There's like little tiny letters, right? Anton. No, it's not the bottom. It's, you need like very slight light letters. It's the ripped. It's not how letters work. Anton, this? Oh, that's right. This goes down here. Let's go from the bottom. Of Anton. Something or other. It's ripped out. So I guess it's just I guess it would be like Little Theater with Love would have mounted a magnificent production equal to a play of that stature. Okay, it's like some of these words are ripped out. Anton, blah, 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 blah. Little Theater would have mounted a magnificent production equal to a play of that stature. Unfortunately, a personal emergency has arisen that forces me to travel immediately to the United States and to remain there during the months we plan to be in rehearsal. So I must withdraw from your production. I am devastated to disappoint you, but really I must see to this personal matter. I am sure you will gonger me. I rope we will rave an opportunity to work with one future Tim Nuther at sale. Future Tim Nuther. With one future Tim Nuther at sale. With one another at some future time.
This document bears further study. I will keep it in my notebook.
Oh, we can read it now. So that's a letter that they kept for some reason and then ripped it up about how she kind of ruined their theater. Supposedly their theater went bankrupt because she pulled out of the production.
Believe me when I.
They tore it very uniformly. They must have folded it up and then tore it on the edges, you know? Olive can hats are coming back into style. I did not know that. I don't go out and I don't know what the kids are up to. What if you went on TikTok, personal emergency starring in an American film? So the personal emergency was to star in an American film, so she lied and destroyed their theater. So that's like a very strong motive for murder, or to get the money back at least, maybe.
Ah, beautiful and without clutter.
He doesn't like clutter. Worked at Subway and the owners got your case for using too many black olives. They said they were expensive. Fair enough. I have not encountered a black olive in, I want to say, decades. I have not encountered black olives in decades.
Interesting.
Many, many decades.
I'll put it in my notebook.
In at least 10 years. Another letter. Another letter. A handbill. Anton Chekhov's Three Sisters, starring Alina Stewart. They're like bringing this stuff with them. For some reason, they're bringing this stuff with them. Like they really can't let it go. They even brought it on vacation. Or maybe they came here with a purpose to kill.
They are blackout curtain.
They came here with a purpose to kill. To kill.
Believe me.
They came here and their purpose was to kill. Hello, madame. Which room is yours? I have free reign of the hotel.
This room belongs to Mr. Blatt.
Mr. Blatt. Brat. Chekhov. Yeah. It's a video game? You're right. Mr. Blatt. We have not been in this room yet. That's the boorish businessman who was a little bit scared that once he found out we were a detective. Let's look through his luggage.
Quite interesting.
Oh, he peed in his luggage. He couldn't hold it. So he went in the corner, opened up the luggage, did a pee in there, and then put his clothes over it.
I say, what caused that oily spot?
My nose tells me it is some kind of oil. A test would determine it more precisely.
Oh, it's not pee. It's oil. What if I went on TikTok? Oh, I have a TikTok. Yeah, I have one. TikTok retrograde Tom. I have a TikTok. Discover Retrograde Tom's popular videos. Retrograde Tom. Wait, I forgot. You can't search for me. I forgot. You can't actually find me. I don't think. Hold on. I do have a TikTok. Yeah. Retrograde Tom. Accounts. Yeah, I have a TikTok. Check it out. Check me out. 23 followers. No bio, 0 likes, no videos. I didn't like anything either. But I have a TikTok. It's right here. That's me. The oil. I'm gonna create the oily spot. Something about his why would he put something early? What's something early that would be in here? This guy is a sailor. This is the sailor guy. What would he have that's early? Very early. Do we wipe this fabric in it?
Well, this is neither that.
Can we take some of the Earl?
I say.
My nose.
We need like a swab to get the Earl. An Earl swab. How would we get the Earl? We just swab for the Earl.
Does nothing strike you as...
Let me make a note. Let's see. Need swab for oil. We need to test that Earl. Or the tennis ball? Is a tennis ball a swab?
I do not think...
Olive Earl, Bushaka. Bushaka. I forgot about Australia. Virtual cocktail olive. Oh, thanks. You ruined your clothes with an open sunscreen Earl bottle? Oh. Yeah. I think that happened to me. Similar, too. Similar thing happened to me. Whenever I put sunscreen in a thing, I'll wrap it up in something else. It'll come out. It'll get out sometimes. Do we use the Earl to open these things?
Well, that is not...
Okay, so he's got Earl in his case. He's got some Earl in his suitcase.
Ah, beautiful.
Ah, beautiful. Go over here. Anything over here? Anything?
They are blackout curtains.
Okay, enough with that.
They are...
Enough with that. Follow me on Twitter. Yeah, you can follow my Twitter. I guess I'll upload something to it someday. I guess.
They are...
Should we make a TikTok clip right now? I need to get a new phone. I can't make a TikTok clip. My phone's too old. Before we talk to... Okay, let's check the priest's room.
If I remember correctly.
Stephen Lane's room. Who is the priest?
Although I am...
Turlet. Oh, we've been in here. This guy takes pills.
My dear...
This guy takes a pill called... Trianol. Let's look that up. Trianol. What is Trianol? It's a sedative, hypnotic, and anesthetic drug. So it's a hypnotic and anesthetic to calm him down. Insomnia, or possibly for insomnia. An anesthetic drug, possibly for insomnia. All these drugs were used for like different reasons, so we don't know exactly why he was taking it, but the priest seems like he's on edge about stuff. So it makes sense that he would have something that could calm him down. Anything else in here? His Bible. His Bible.
A Bible, Poirot.
Not so unlike...
Revelation. Thou sufferest that woman, Jezebel.
Right. His thing was open to... Wait, the Bible passage that he has open. Hey, Scrubby Cat.
A Bible, Poirot.
Not so unlike...
Revelation 2...
This is the passage it's open to.
Thou sufferest that woman, Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. Now, why would he have that particular passage open?
That's interesting. The woman Jezebel. Maybe he knew Arlena was some kind of Jezebel who does fornication, who commits crimes. Some kind of... What's a Jezebel? Like someone who commits crimes? Hey, look at these combos. Don't they look good? 7-layer dip combos. They're packed. Some kind of Jezebel. A crime committer. I mean a fornicator. Someone who fornicates. Some kind of fornicator. Let's talk to the maid.
Mademoiselle?
Mr. Poirot,
You gave me such a start. I'm all nerves.
Is all well, mademoiselle?
What were you doing in your bath yesterday? It was such a mess. It took forever to clean it up.
It is a little hard to explain.
Oil?
That...
Well, never you mind. I took care of it. It's my job.
It was oil.
Are things between you and Monsieur Willjinks?
Mr. Poirot, the Marshall girl told me that there is nothing between her and my will. Everything's patched up.
I am so glad.
She also told me that you had a hand in clearing up that mystery. If you need a helping hand in this horrible murder case, you just let me know.
Wait, the other oil was there was oil on a bird. So how'd the oil get on the bird? The sailor? The sailor has something to do with oil. His thing is leaking oil or something to do with the U-boats. Stream cats? I don't have a cat. I love the game in the book and then there were none. Nintendo. Yeah, we played that one. It does have a cool twist ending. But Murder on the Orient Express, I guess that one I had never really read that or seen that as a movie, and that has a cool kind of twist ending too. I like the ending to that as well. So I'm curious about what this one will be. This one seems like it would be a more standard ending, so I'm wondering what the actual solution will be. Here. Poirot. Look at Poirot. Look, Poirot's model show. I'm too sexy for my petticoat. What is this? What is he wearing? I'm too sexy for my spats. Too sexy for my spats. Too sexy like a cat. I am the model, you know as I mean. Do my little turn for my Hastings. Linda Marshall's room. This girl is suspicious because she was at the school where the girl was murdered. She also seems to be doing voodoo. She's the one most likely to be doing the voodoo stuff we've been seeing around. She has this on that. Crazy woman-hating priest have that passage up. Oh, right, I forgot. He hates women. Montrith. Yeah, he's obsessed with, like, the concept of the Jezebel. Right. Thrown from window and eaten by wild dogs. Agatha?
That's a rather nasty-looking stick pin.
A nasty-looking stick pin? Oh, that's what that is? It's a nasty-looking stick pin. Well, what's nasty about
I'd
it?
certainly like to see what Miss Marshall has stashed in there.
Horoscopes.
Then the combination to the box. It must be found. Trial and error will not open it.
Actually, that's not true. It would just take a really long...
Blast this confounded contraption.
Hastings, patience.
It's actually not true.
Miss-
Oh, it doesn't even let you...
Baffling.
It doesn't even let you trial and error it. You could. You could leave this here and try all of them, and then move it one. You can move this here and try all of them. Move that there, try all of them. It would take a very long time, but you could accidentally get it, but that would probably break the game, so that's why they don't let you do it. Grabbed himself? In the bathtub? No, it was Earl. He was cleaning a bird. Did you get the bonus ending taken from the book? Yeah, Nintendo, yeah. Yeah, we got both the endings from, and then they were done. Yeah, we did both of them. Damn shoddy. Damn shoddy. Voodoo's not a crime. Voodoo's not a crime. Voodoo's not a crime, that's right. That's true. Voodoo is not a crime. What can you tell me about Caprice encore? Most likely to do voodoo. She was voted most likely to do voodoo. But now, what's this she's doing here? Burning things? Throwing things in a fireplace? Burning hair? Burnt hair found in Linda Marshall's fireplace. Rip the hair right out of the girl's head when you killed her, Linda?
More green fabric. From the ashes, it looks like quite a bit was burned here.
Come on. Linda Marshall has hair in fireplace. Has green fabric in fireplace. Come on. Green fabric on the hat.
More green fabric.
Come on. She's the killer. That's it. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm burning evidence, I don't just throw it in the fireplace. I wait and see that it burns to to a dust, a fine dust, and then I burn the dust, and then I blow it out into the ocean breeze. I don't like let it burn a tiny little bit and then, you know, go on about my errands, go get an egg cream. Seems like all these criminals, they would get away with it if they would just make sure the things actually burn in their fireplace. Will time play out our wilds? Horoscopes. I voted most unique in high school. I wasn't voted anything. I didn't think we had the votes. What's this? We didn't do like votes. Oh no, I think we did.
Linda's watch. It agrees with yours exactly, Poirot.
Therefore they watch. It is correct to the second.
I don't remember what I was voted. It was like most gets along with everybody or something like that. I think it was something like that. Linda's watch. An elegant watch, and it works fine. Elegant watch. Elegant watch. The focus. Focus. You remind me of the babe with power. Hey, Sirius, what do you know about voodoo? There's a Voodoo Nancy Drew game? Oh, I'm not surprised. They probably covered every topic in Nancy Drew, considering that there's a game about an evil carousel horse. I assume they covered the basic topics as well, like voodoo, and there's probably a magician in one of them, a killing magician. There's an evil carousel horse, evil dogs, evil Incan. What else was there that we've done? There's an evil ski resort. Ski resort. Yes, the safe could lock itself too if you try too many that was a room we'd been in. This is the Red Ferns Room. The Red Fern is Patrick, the guy who was cheating with the actress, and his wife who saw it and knew about it and was not happy about it, who has a motive for murder. Experience with burning evidence, Chaoscom? Yes, I watch it burn. I do know a lot about burning evidence, Scrubby. It's just knowing about how fire works. I was voted most likely to do Nevada 3rd, and then I ended up doing it. I didn't know what it meant back then. And then I went and did it. Did Nevada 3rd, and we still beat the game.
A rather touching photograph.
Alright, so photograph of the Red Ferns. Photograph of the Red Ferns. So it's not that. It's not that. It's not that great of a piece of evidence. But we must use it for something. The Red Ferns look happy. They're clearly not, because he's a cheater. Oh man, I can't believe we did a Nevada 3rd run of Tomb Raider 3, the hardest way to play the game. And I didn't even get on any like billboards or any like marquees or any like lists of, you know, people who beat the game the hardest way. I didn't even get anything for it.
Mrs. Redfern's sketching supplies.
Mrs. Redfern's sketching supplies. Okay. But there's nothing here. I can't click on it. Okay. Okay, maybe we look at this later? I can't even take this. That's weird. Then voted most energetic. Alright, Major Barry.
I think this room belongs to Major Barry.
Yeah, we've been in here before. But let's check it again. Voted most energetic. He had the...
There is nothing...
This is the pervert...
I believe we...
Guy who took the photo of Arlena. He took the photo of Arlena. He broke into her room and took a picture of her. What was this over here?
From the looks of these betting receipts, the Major is his bookmaker's best and unluckiest customer.
Oh, Major Barry has a lot of debt. Bookie, gambling debts. Gambling debts. That's a serious thing. Gambling debts. You were the head of students? How do you become a head of students? What's the head of students do? You like order the students around? CW's version of Nancy Drew any good? I didn't see it, no. I've never seen it. I assume it's probably just as good as all the other stuff they're doing.
From the looks of the...
I was voted Miss Congeniality. What does that even mean, congeniality? Like, congeniality, like, gets along with the most amount of people? A congenial, yeah, something like that. Alright, did we go in these rooms? Marshall, okay, so we went in all the rooms. The rums. Went in all the rums. Let's see if we can see anything with the binoculars.
These are the... These are the... These are the... That is not... These are the...
Nothing with the binoculars. Nothing? Nothing. I know nothing. Did I reach the sun yet? Hey, J-Pat. Nope, but we found some evil under it. We definitely found some evil under it, J-Pat. There, it turns out Agatha Christie wasn't lying. There is some evil under the sun. That wasn't... It's named that for a reason. Evil under the sun. In the sunny, beautiful, sunny sun, there's evil. There's a lot of evil. I'm gonna keep this creepy picture of Arlena Stewart. Anything in here? Alright, well, we've searched the hotel. I don't think there's anywhere else to go in the hotel. We've gone in all the rooms. The rums. So now we just maybe have to go through all these rums here, see if anyone is, like, sitting around. Where's that one rum? This rum? And then over here, over there. No one's in any of these rums. Maybe we need to go find George. We need to go find George, the beach attendant. Here he is.
Do not disturb him, Hastings. We may be able to take advantage of his absence from the beach.
Can we give him a drink and get him drunk?
That is not...
That's not going to help. But he's fixing this.
It is an...
So
It's to keep the claim.
So we want to take advantage of his absence from the beach, huh? Okay. Okay. Anybody here with the voodoo? We still don't have a compass, right? And we don't have a needle that we can make a compass with. Oh, we can go test things at town. Maybe we should just go test things. Let's look around and then we'll go test things in town. Get some clues by using the lab. Oh, here's Linda. Let's talk to Linda. See what Linda says. Link Hitchcock's hand. Evil under the bun. Story about disgusting meat and how to go vegetarian. Actually, I have to change that message. It looks like the streams will just all be at 9 a.m. Eastern now for a while. Let me change that while I'm remembering. Yeah, Mondays and Tuesdays it looks like will just be at 9 a.m. still. I think. I don't know. It's a little weird right now with COVID and schedules. I think all the streams will be actually just be at 9 a.m. Let's see. Schedule. Let's see. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll just write the 9 in there. I think they're all going to start at 9 a.m. Eastern. Now. Okay. Change it to my profile later. That was a quick change. Naomi? What's Naomi? Been chosen by teachers and they represent all the students, but they replaced you after 1 year. Because you dated someone.
They're blind.
Oh. That's disgusting, yeah.
Hello, Monsieur Poirot. I'm sorry. I know I should have stayed at the hotel, but I had to get away.
It is of no matter, mademoiselle. I knew I should find you here. May I ask the questions?
Yes.
Leaders
Can you tell me how you spent
must...
the money?
After breakfast, I came here to Sanctuary Cove with Christine.
Leaders must remain chaste. After breakfast, I came here to Sanctuary Cove with Christine, Mrs. Redfern. Okay, so she... Right, and we saw them. So she was at Sanctuary Cove with Christine Redfern. And we know that was true because we saw them together.
After breakfast, I came...
When was that?
We started off from my room just before the half hour. 10:25.
Okay, starting at 10:25.
What did you do when you got here?
I swam, then sunbathed, while Christine sketched the gully moors. Then later, I went back in for a bathe, and Christine went back to the hotel to get changed for tennis.
Then she got changed for tennis. At what time?
Did you like your
I missed
stepmother,
it.
mademoiselle?
Oh yes, Arlena was kind to me.
She's saying she liked Arlena, but that's not true. We know that's not true.
Did your father and your stepmother ever quarrel?
Oh no, Father doesn't quarrel with people. He's not like that at all.
Right. He does seem like he's non-confrontational.
Have you any idea who might have wanted to kill your stepmother?
Well, I hate to say it, but Mrs. Redfern might want to. Her husband was in love with Arlena after all. Not that I think she would really want to kill her. I mean, she'd just feel that she wished she was dead. Monsieur Poirot, that isn't the same thing at all, is it?
No, it is not at all the same.
Well, someone was trying to frame Christine Redfern by putting a typewriter as if the threatening typewriter notes were coming from her. Now she's trying to frame Christine, and she was found going into the place where they were using a typewriter that was actually, the notes were actually written from, but she didn't notice that the keys were different on Christine's typewriter as opposed to the one she used. So she's very suspicious. Very, very. I played it in the Renan. That one was good, but it's a lot of just randomly wandering around. But it was still fine. Yeah, it's fine.
What time was it that Mrs. Redfern left you?
11:45.
Quarter to 12.
Are you sure of that time?
Oh, yes. She asked me. She didn't want to miss her tennis game. I looked at my watch. It was 11:45. It keeps very good time. I know I can't show you now. I left it in my room when I changed after bathing.
I've got your watch. We have her watch. So she says... But says she left 11:45. 11:45. That was after Arlena was already dead.
When did you return to the hotel?
Just about 1 o'clock. And then I heard about Arlena.
So she's Christine's alibi. This is supposedly Christine's alibi, or they killed her together, or they both killed her.
You filled a prescription for your stepmother today?
What? Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Just a while ago. Trinol.
And where is the Trinol now?
I put it in her room. There are evil people in the world. They need to be punished. But Mrs. Redfern isn't evil. I don't want her to get into trouble. She loves her husband, that's all. Don't you think?
I think she loves him very much. Oui, mademoiselle.
Look here, Poirot. There are quite a few more things we should be asking her. She clearly wasn't telling the truth about her feelings for Arlena, or about her father and Arlena never fighting.
Wait.
Hastings, that is a very troubled child. I think it would be very unwise to press her. Besides, there is still more we need to discover about the events at Miss Potter's school for the young ladies.
Yeah, where the murder occurred, where this girl's friend murder occurred, and the friend of the ballet teacher murder occurred. So kind of Linda's lying again. Linda's the most suspicious character of all of them so far. Let's see. She filled this prescription of Trinol. Filled a prescription of Trinol for Arlena, her stepmother, and maybe poisoned it. Maybe she poisoned it. That's the bottle of pills we got, right? And maybe poisoned it. Maybe did something weird to it. Trinol. What is that? To help it must be to help people sleep, because it seems to be pretty common. Okay, we've already gone up into nothing here. Got bad marks because you were missed non-congeniality. I didn't work that hard in high school. I did okay if I actually tried. High school was boring, you know. Oh, George is not at the... George is at the beach. George is at the beach now.
I must speak with you.
Sir, Colonel Weston says I should answer any questions you might have. Murder. Isn't it horrible?
This is like the...
It is indeed.
Beach attendant.
What can you tell me about the murder?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I had to go rake that tennis court again this morning. I was there from 10:30 until several of the guests turned up to play around 12. Can you believe somebody had been digging it up?
Yeah, that was us. Okay. Says he was at tennis court from 10:30 to noon. We need a puzzwiz to solve this, J-Pat. Oh, if only there was one here. But there isn't, sadly. There isn't a puzzwiz here that can solve this with robust intellect. that finished Miss 1 through 5 that's basically Mensa. There just isn't one here. Such a shame.
Oh, that is terrible. I am sorry you were put to so much trouble.
Oh, that's all right. It's not as if you did it.
This is a washout. He knows nothing.
He can still be useful, Hastings. See if you can find out how.
Yeah, it seems to be the most suspicious. It never is them, Cornholio, but in this case, she's suspicious in a lot of strange ways. She's definitely up to something. I don't know if she's up to murder.
I'm not putting my lips on that.
But she's up to something. She's doing something weird. Yo, JPET, thanks for your Prime sub. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I have to go get some water. Get some water. And coffee. I have to get some water and coffee. I had to get some water, some coffee, and some frozen string cheese. Oh yeah, high school's terrible for everyone. That's by most people. And for the people it's good for, it's terrible for them. And some frozen string cheese. Anna and Elsa. Oh no, that's not Olaf. Whatever that guy's name is, and an Elsa's string cheese. String cheese is terrible, by the way. Don't get it. It's the worst string cheese I've ever had.
Do you know anything of fifth columnists operating along this coast?
Nazis.
Fifth columnists? You mean spies? Traitors? No.
No? But then he would not be likely to. Try again, Hastings.
What?
I saw Tom Cutter's ghost last night.
You did? Now folk will believe me. They thought it was just the liquid courage making me see things.
How is this useful, may I ask?
Tom Cutter's ghost, the guy we saw in those robes.
You told me you will be the Navy frogman soon.
Yes, sir. I hope this murder doesn't hold things up.
You can swim deep as well as fast?
I should hope so.
Mademoiselle Brewster tells me something was thrown into the rocky bath.
Where?
Do you think you could swim down and find it?
I suppose I could under ordinary circumstances, but this murder has right unmanned me. If I had something that would brace me up, that might do it. Liquid courage, if you catch my meaning.
Oh,
Hastings? Have you learned nothing from Poirot? At least now we know the service George can perform for us. We lack only the means to enlist his aid. Merci, Monsieur George. I will speak with you again.
You know where to find me, sir?
Oh, he can get the object that was thrown at the ballet girl. At the beach at 10:30. Something was chucked at her into the water. This guy just has to get drunk before we can send him into the ocean. That's always a good idea. You want to give that to Retrograde Tim? That's a shame. Can't take it back now. We already made his drink too. But it has cough syrup in it instead of grenadine. But, okay. Here you go.
Hastings, those are expensive.
Okay.
A planter's punch. This will do nicely. Thank you, sir.
Now I can go swimming in the ocean, nice and drunk.
That certainly restored my nerves wonderfully. Now then, you had a bit of diving you wanted me to do.
What did we find? I can only dive drunk. String cheese? Yeah, it's cheese sticks, yeah. Common snack food.
No luck yet, sir, but I'll have another go.
Like mozzarella cheese sticks. common snack food in the U.S. I thought he was dead for a second.
This it, sir. Just a small glass bottle.
Small glass bottle. Empty bottle. Take a look to determine what this bottle once contained. So that's what was thrown at around 10:30. So some drugs were given to Arlena, and it was in that bottle. Maybe Linda, see again, Linda is suspicious. Was that the prescription that Linda filled for Arlena? And then she put something in it and then threw the bottle away so she couldn't be traced? What? What? Frozen was terrible? It's good for kids, though. Good for kids. I actually don't think it's that bad. I don't mind Frozen. I don't mind Frozen. It has magic and stuff. It's kind of creative, at least, you know. You know, a girl with frozen power, magic power she can't control. Kind of clever. The music's catchy. In the first and second. Frozen 2, I didn't think was that good.
Good day, man.
We never really sat and watched it, like really gave it a good watch. We didn't finish talking to him.
Please give me some time to myself.
But Frozen 2 didn't seem as good as 1, but the music's fine in Frozen 2. Anything else in here yet? The music's catchy. It's catchy. Guy's a dork. Some things never change. Healthy snack, some cheese. Cheese is such a classic staple of human existence. Conceal, don't feel, don't let me know. Oh, now we're now. You're surprised by how much you like Encanto. We haven't watched that yet. My daughter said she watched it and said she liked it, but she likes everything. Other than cool things. She likes everything that's not good. Frozen 2 is weird. I have read the book. I've read like the little golden book version of Frozen 2, and it seems like not good. It seems really not good. Let it go, let it go. Back in my...
Hello?
I've never seen Toy Story.
Yes, please?
On me way.
You're a fan of
I
Aurora?
run errands for the hotel guests when I can. I'll fetch things from Kingsbridge that they can't find at the chemist's here.
Yeah. But I have listened to all the music in Frozen 1 and 2. I could sing all the songs from beginning to end. Probably knowing all the lyrics. If I really wanted to. I don't want to. But I probably could. Like this, what's a random Frozen 2 karaoke? Let's see what song comes up. Or Frozen karaoke. Let's see what song comes up. I guess I can embarrass myself. Wait, but we can't have the... I have to prove I know the words, right? I really don't want to. Take my word for it. I've heard those songs a lot. Hey, man called Steve. Made a deal with your wife. You'd watch 2 Frozen movies. She watched 2 Alien movies. That's a pretty good deal. I mean, Frozen is... It's not bad. It's not, like, super interesting unless you're into whatever that genre is. But it's not bad. It's good animation. It's got some of that really typical, like, oh, I'm a princess and I need a prince to kiss me. That kind of garbage. There's a little bit of that in it, but it's not like... It's not just like, there's a little bit of thought. There's thought in it. You know? You listen to Floor Jansen's version of Frozen songs? Floor Jansen?
Hello again, Mr. Poirot. How can I help you?
Yeah.
I have a few matters to discuss.
I have heard the Frozen songs. Yep. Cambrian.
Do you know Mr. North?
The day tripper gent with the binoculars?
That is he.
Haven't seen him today at all, but he has no trouble wading across the causeway on his own.
He has been visiting Sea Drift Island often?
Every now and again over the past few months.
So this Mr. North guy, we don't know anything about him. We had someone sketch him and have we had the sketch sent to Scotland Yard. And we have to find out what his deal is. He's like wandering across the causeway and also he has binoculars, so he's probably a Nazi.
What can you tell me of hotel guest movements this morning?
Well, let's see. Mr. Lane came across on the sea tractor fairly early this morning, about 8, I'd say, and set off on foot across the moor. He hasn't come back yet. Major Barry picked up his car, thanks again for repairing it, and drove off to Kingsbridge just before 10.
Hold on, okay. So Mr. Lane, the priest, went across causeway before 8, never returned. But you can wade back. Major Barry picked up his car and then drove to Kingsbridge before 10. Let's say 10 minutes of 10? Okay, Major Barry drove to Kingsbridge 10 minutes 9:50. Right, because nobody says 9:50. They say 10 minutes of or 10 minutes.
He hasn't come back yet. Major Barry picked up his car. Thanks again.
10 minutes of
Major
10.
Black came in from sailing not too long ago and headed for the Monk's Head. I've seen no one else except the police and Dr. Needston coming and going.
Okay, so Blatt was sailing during murder, and we saw him at the White Sail. Using the White Sail. We saw him with binoculars. And then only the police and the coroner were coming and going otherwise, and Colonel Weston went back to the police station.
Anything else I can help you with, Mr. Poirot? You did a bang-up job on that motor of Major Barry's.
Do you have the handle of the winch used for the raising and lowering of the sails?
No, but I can probably track one down for you. Come back later this afternoon.
Okay, need swab for the oil. Come back to garage for winch. Get that later. Get that later. I think this one's pretty good as far as the way it gives the player clues. The way it gives you clues. It gives you stuff to do. It doesn't feel like I'm just wandering around randomly or just talking to people, even though that's what I am doing. Not gonna sing. I decided against it. I don't know who Flora is now. Flora Jansen, a metal singer. But she did her own versions of Frozen songs. Flora Jansen. Yeah, I don't know who she is. Flora Jansen. Okay. This is Flora Jansen. Now I know who she is. There's birds flying behind her. Okay, Flora Jansen. Very good. Everything she does is brilliant. Her songs are good, yeah. Gotta go. Gotta go. Oh, don't sail away. Too far. I think we need to send for Arlena's will. Here we go. Yeah, this is Arlena's will. Debark at Applegood Solicitors, Bedford Square, London.
Thank you, sir.
Send a telegram to get the will, and send a telegram to the Porter's School, where the murder, the other murder that happened.
Thank you, sir.
The other strangling.
I'll send it off at once.
The other stranglings were committed, of Linda Marshall's friend and of the girl that the ballet teacher taught. Okay, so we sent those telegrams. Now we have the lab here. Can we get swabs? Are there any swabs here? Can we get any swabs? To take that art, to take Zoya? Okay, so we have to take, what do we need to test? The empty bottle? Can we test the empty bottle? Oh, we can. And then, okay, so test the empty bottle for drugs.
I am sorry.
Foodstuffs?
I am...
Oils and waxes, cosmetics. Okay, so this is a bottle of, let's see what this is a bottle of. The Nightwish chick, Nightwish?
The bottle thrown from the balcony, it contained artificial suntan.
Huh. So why would someone throw their artificial suntan? That's weird. Bottle thrown from balcony. That's the bottle that was thrown into the bottle thrown into water at 10:30 was artificial suntan. You could poison that, right? Okay. Nightwish? I don't know what Nightwish is. Can we test this?
I confess.
Test the fabric?
Does nothing. I do not think...
No, okay. Test this hair. We definitely test the hair.
Oh, that does not...
No?
You're correct.
No?
I do not...
No?
Ah,
Oh.
almost there.
We can also put things under the microscope. Wait. We put it under there. We put it under the microscope. Do we need another? Oh, test it against this hair?
This is neither that...
Or can we... Okay, I think that means I took some hair off it. It does. Okay, we're testing.
Hastings, this is important. Would you not agree?
It's the same hair. The hair that was in the fireplace is the same hair that was on Arlena's brush. Hair in fireplace is hair from Arlena's brush, which is likely to be Arlena's hair, unless it's somebody else's hair. Could have been somebody else's hair, I guess. But I don't know. What else do we need to test? This perfume? Parfum?
I am...
This parfum? That's how you test things, by the way. You just burn them over a fire.
The substance contained in the smashed bottle found in Cutter's Cove? It is perfume?
Okay. That's fine. I don't really need to write that down. This bottle of bath salts is sealed. Open it up. Come on.
Oh, that does not make...
Move something, open it up.
Well, that is...
Looks like there's 6 more things we have to test, but we can also look at things under a microscope. Can we look at this under the microscope?
They good did...
No. How about this unmarked bottle? Did it go in there? There. Drugs.
I am...
What's in the unmarked bottle? Blood? Cosmetics? The unmarked bottle was the bottle... This is the bottle in Arlena's room.
The liquid in the unmarked bottle from Madame Masher's bath is the color that made her hair such a striking shade.
Eh? Oh, okay. So she just had hair dye. So Arlena was dyeing her hair red. But maybe... Is there anyone else that's actually a redhead? Arlena was dyeing her hair red. Who else's hair was red? Okay, what else do we need to test that we got here? The parfum. The wash.
I confess that your current...
Do we do anything?
I will...
Put anything over?
I confess...
Here?
You
Other beakers? Sweet child of mine. That's nice. Did a song for people do songs for their children. That's cool. Glad you have no children. Yeah, they take a lot of work. They take a lot of your time out of your life. You got Arrow the Acrobat and Frogger's Adventures Temple. That's fun. Mollusk. I don't think I've ever played Arrow. That's fun times. I don't think we test any... Like, we need to get fingerprinting, but maybe fingerprinting isn't in this. Fancy stick pin.
I will...
Oh, I do test this? I test the pin? For what? Oils and waxes? Oh. We're boiling the pin?
The substance on the stick pin, it is candle wax.
Oh, it was sticky. Candle wax. Candle wax on the pin, but that makes sense. Candle wax on Linda's pin, but she was caught with a bag of candles. She was caught with a bag of candles because I think she's doing voodoo. But we never saw what she did with the candles. Jeez, what else do we need to do? I'm starting to think I feel like I should just start putting everything over here.
I confess. This is... I will...
Coffee? Oh yeah, we gotta test what was in the coffee. That'd be food. Foodstuffs? Blood? Drugs? Drugs. See if there's any drugs in the coffee. Or coffee. Are people still doing bath salts? Oh yeah.
The substance in Alena's coffee? It is Trianol, a powerful sedative.
Somebody sedated her Trianol, or she took it on her own. Trianol is in Arlena's coffee. Lane had some. Lane had some too. Or somebody put Trianol in her coffee, but she was taking it anyway, supposedly. Or was she?
The substance in Alena...
Lane had some. Linda had some and said that Arlena took it, but did she? Did she? That's the question. What else do we need to test? The stupid rope?
I confess. The
They're good.
Well, this is...
Bath salts? I think there's a thing that's actually is just a salt you put in a bath. But people that... Isn't bath salts just the name for meth? Yeah, I do songs for my kid too, such as Nighty Night Time, Nighty Nighty Nighty. Bath salts at DEA.gov. A synthetic stimulant sold online, convenience stores, and head shops. Resemble Epsom salts, labeled not for human consumption. Street names: Bliss, Blue Silk, Cloud9, Drone, Energy One, Ivory Wave, Lunar Wave, Meow Meow, Meth, Ocean Burst, Pure Ivory, Purple Wave, Red Dove, Snow Leopard, Stardust, Vanilla Sky, White Dove, White Knight, White Lightning. How is it used? Sniffing, snorting, orally, or smoked, or put into a solution and injected. How does it infect the body? Insomnia, irritability, dizziness, feelings of empathy, stimulation, alertness, euphoria, and sensory awareness, paranoia, hallucinations, delusions, suicidal thoughts, seizures, rapid heart rate that may lead to stroke or heart attack, sweating, nausea, and vomiting, prolonged panic attacks, and death. That sounds fun. I'd like to get some of those. That sounds like a good time. I didn't know you could just go on DEA.gov and get all these facts about drugs. What other drugs can we look up? Fact sheets? What other drugs can we look up? Here we go. Amphetamines. I just want to look at all the nicknames of stuff. Flacca? What are the nicknames of meth? Bennies, Black Beauties, Crank, Ice, Speed, or Uppers. Okay. What's the nicknames of cocaine? Coca, Crack, Coke, Crack, Crank, Flake, Rock, Snow, Sodacot. Never heard of Sodacot. Ecstasy. Atom, Beans, Biscuit, Clarity, Disco Biscuit, Eve, Go, Hug Drug, Lover's Speed, NDMA, Peace, STP, X, XTC. Yo, you got any hug drug? I need a little hug drug. Fentanyl. Heroin. What are the nicknames of heroin? Big H, Black Tar, Chiva, Helldust, Horse, Smack, Thunder. Ketamine. Special K, Cat Valium. Anybody got any of that cat? I need some cat Valium. Kit Kats, K, Super Acid, Super K, Purple, Special LaCoke, Jet, Vitamin K. What's another good drug? Nicknames of LSD: Acid, Blotter Acid, Dots, Mellow Yellow, Window Pane. You're on bath salts right now. That's illegal. All right, the nicknames. How are the nicknames? They only didn't put all the nicknames. They clearly didn't put all the nicknames for marijuana. Aunt Mary, BC Bud, Chronic, Dope, Gangsta, Ganja, Grass, Hash, Herb, Joint, Mary Jane, Mota, Pot, Reefer, Sensimilia, Skunk, Smoke, Weed, or Yerba. Why didn't they put more? Methamphetamines? Oh, that was just amphetamines. There's methamphetamines. The street names are meth. I did not see that. I did not say that word, Galaxy Ghoul. You got to be careful. Street names: Meth, Speed, Ice, Shards, Biker's Coffee, Stovetop, Tweak, Yaba, Trash, Chalk, Crisco, Crank, Shabu, Biker's Coffee. I know bikers are associated with meth, but I've never heard meth called Biker's Coffee. Got some of them I need some Biker's Coffee. Hey, Master V. Redeems drug facts. Let's have a new redeem. Facts about drug. Biker's Coffee. Any other fun ones to look up? Steroids. Might be fun to look up. Arnold's Gear, Gym Candy, Juice, Pumpers, Roids, Stackers, Weight Gainers. Who decided what nicknames to type in these? U477... What is this? U47700, nicknamed U4 Pink or Pinky, is a highly potent synthetic opioid that looks like white or light pink powder. A lot of times it's sold in baggies or pressed into pills to look like legal painkillers. Synthetic heroin. Street names are Pinky, Pink, or U4. Synthetic opioid, U477, U47,700. Hello, sir. I was wondering if you had any U47,700. I do enjoy the drugs. Yeah, no, certain words, it's just not worth accidentally mispronouncing them, Galaxy Goal, yeah. It's just not worth accidentally pronouncing a word wrong. Cat piss. I'm gonna start calling it Biker's Coffee. Does the DEA have a chat? I don't think I want to get in that chat. I don't think I feel like messing with the DEA. The Law and Order scenes where Ice Cube explains made-up drugs. Doing the biker's coffee. You're now addicted to drugs because you watched this. Oh no. You accidentally got into biker's coffee. I'm sorry. I think that's everything that we can test, unless we test this.
Oh, that does not make sense.
Okay, so we tested a bunch of crap. Cool.
What can I do for you?
You have heard of the terrible tragedy?
The murder of that wonderful actress, Mrs. Marshall? Oh, yes.
I have been asked to investigate.
Well, I'm sure you'll clear it up as fast as you found my missing post.
Merci, madame. Did you see any of the hotel guests this morning?
Still waking up, Mexitron?
Yes. Major Barry came in around
Didn't have your
half past
biker's
9.
coffee?
He wanted to use the phone.
Hold on, Major Barry came in at 9:30. Still waking up. Haven't had my biker's coffee yet. You called it a Trenbolone sandwich? Hey, X-Mensa. A house song where I'm doing the remix me naming the street drug names into a song. I got to get any of that U47700. Got any of them Arnolds? The Xbox game with a giant peyote flower as a recurring boss? Not sure. Gun Valkyrie? I've never played Gun Valkyrie. You call it the Twitch viewers coffee? Okay, what I wanted to write down was Major Barry. He drove to Kingbridge at 9:50. Went to store at 9:30. Wanted to use the phone. Wanting to use the phone. Okay. Wanting to use phone. But no privacy, so went to KB. Okay, so that was corroborated.
Yes. Major Barry. What do you suppose was so private he couldn't call from here? It's not as if I'm one to gossip.
Nazism.
Of course not. Did you see anyone else?
Something with the Nazis?
Yes. That young stepdaughter of Mrs. Marshall's came in to refill a prescription for her.
What was the prescription?
A sedative. Trianol.
When was Mademoiselle Marshall here?
Why, it was only a little while ago. Right before I heard the news of the murder.
So, Linda picked up prescription for Arlena a little while ago. A little while before murder. Interesting.
Why, it was only a little while ago.
Hold on. Arlena was well dead by that time.
Yeah.
Indeed. She had no more need of the sedatives.
Right.
Thank you, Madame Hughes. That is all my questions.
One fault of these games, I think I noticed it in the train game, and I just noticed it here, is that the game will have you ask someone a question about something before you've actually found that out. Like we talked to Linda Marshall about that, and I thought I just forgot, but we didn't. We haven't talked about this prescription until now, I don't think. Unless I just didn't remember. Foam abuse? Yeah, don't do foam. Don't smell foam. Don't smell, what's it called? What's the kind of foam called that's in mattresses? Don't sniff it. It's stinky. And don't do Twitch either. You have no idea what's going on. Where, Willie? In the game? Well, here, I'll let you read my notes. Here, let me know when you're done. I'll let you read my notes I've been taking. Okay, let me know when you're done this page, and then I'll turn the page. CFI 1116A is the best drug of all time. Expensive and hard to get. Will give many years of constant pleasure. Oh, very cheap. Oh, yeah, it's expensive. Oh, it used to be cheap when I was younger. All right, read those. Okay. Here's more notes. Here's the next page. Okay. Next page of notes. It's not cheating to take notes. It's not cheating. All right, here's the next page. Does that help? I guess these games are hard to follow. I would almost, there's an argument to be made that you shouldn't stream these games because they're really, really hard to follow the story unless you've been watching intently the whole time. And I think most people kind of have streams on as like a side thing and don't watch intently. Like, I would guess most people in the chat right now, like, don't know all what's going on in the mystery. That's why I try to explain all the little... I try to explain everything that's happening as we go. But I don't know. We already started playing these games, so we're already playing them. And I find them to be pretty good. But what's happening is that an actress was murdered. There's lots of people that might have murdered her. There's lots of different things going on. There's like a whole... There's a whole history that is tied to why the murder took place. Do we need a book? You're up to speed now. Speed, you say? You mean you're up to Biker's Coffee? You mean you're up to meth, ice shards, Biker's Coffee, stovetop, tweak, yaba, trash, chalk, crystal, crank, shabu, speed? Shabu, shabu, shabu. I know that these games are pretty niche.
We have quite a...
These games are pretty niche, and anyone that actually probably likes to watch these games is also pretty niche as well. And I know that they can be hard to follow. I don't know. Sometimes I just play crappy games no one likes, but me. You're watching intensely, no brinking? Thank you, Indiana Jason. You are the salt of the channel. You're the salt of... Not salt of the earth, you're the salt of the channel. You're just here for the murder and shoveling parts? Yeah, some people are into the story, some people are just here for the murder, for the shovels, shovel fans. What fans did we have? Coin fans. We've had coin fans in the past. Hey, Judge Woody, you're here for when you try to make someone poop. Some people are poop fans in chat, like Judge Woody. Watch for commentary. And some of them aren't that complicated. Yeah. I mean, some of them you can follow really well. This one's more particularly intense. Right, like there's a crap, like all these notes, like I took all these notes from this game so far, right? Like this, because it's based on a book, right? It has the rich lore from the book, and it's also, this one's done somewhat well. But then if you play like Cameron Files or like Atlantis, one of those games. Even like Myst, something like that. Like you can follow those a lot easier. Games like this, it can be a lot tougher when they're like slowly drip feeding you clues about 20 people and all their histories. Hey Casino, thanks for watching. You're thankful, happy you can watch Casino Cop. You've earned a prize for that comment. Your prize is the wrapper for the Yu-Gi-Oh card from earlier. You've earned the wrapper from the Yu-Gi-Oh card. Come pick it up whenever you want. It's already open. We already got the card out of it. It's a $13 Red Eyes Black Dragon. Yeah, but you can have the wrapper. Or whoever picks it up first can have it. You're a buoy ring fan, so that's where you came? Yeah, we do have a broken buoy ring here. And there's one on the wall. This is your time to shine, Runeward. Look at this. Buoy ring right here. Got one in my inventory. This is the most buoy rings that you'll ever see on screen right now. You know about these games, Destiny? Yeah, never seen the 3D point and click kind of things. You know, like I normally like playing the 3D jank games because they're really funny, but sometimes there's actually good ones. I apologize for that.
Have you any dark rum?
Nary a drop, I'm afraid. With trade being as slow as...
We don't need dark rum.
I'm afraid.
We don't need dark rum. We already found it. That was for a puzzle we already solved. So let's see if the sketch, the information on who Mr. North is, has come back from the sketch. Mr. Scribble. You love these types of games? Yeah, me too. I do like the 3D adventure game a lot. And if you don't like this type of game, I got bad news. We'll probably be playing a lot more in the future. I'm sorry. You know, I agree with you, Willie. I agree. It can be hard to follow. Yeah. That's why I was showing my notes. That's why I was showing my notes, because this is all... You need to know all this to keep up with what's going on. You know? I wish I could share my notes. What if I copied this to a Google Doc and I shared my notes, and so you could look at all the notes as we played, I bet somebody would probably want to look at them. But then I'd have to type them a little bit better. Like, I couldn't just put Blat the Sailor Guy, you know, I'd have to... Well, I probably could. Maybe I should share my notes in a Google Doc.
Poirot,
if I ever play a
any
game like this.
indications yet in Arlena Marshall's murder?
Indications, yes, but there is still work to be done, Colonel.
Of course, of course. How can I help?
Alright, so I'll put my notes in a Google Doc. If anyone wants to look at them. Let me see. No, don't go into your Gmail. Google Doc. Or is there an easier way to do it? Probably not. Google Doc. And I'll just type them into Google Doc instead of a notepad. Go to Docs. Blank. Docs. Blank Doc. I'll copy paste and put it all in the Google Doc. So you can look at these. I mean, I don't know if anyone's going to read these, but I could type them in a Google Doc instead. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Let me try it. I'll try it. Okay, share evil notes. This document is called Evil Notes. Get link. Anyone with the link. Okay, there. If we really need to do this, I gotta... Dr. CDS has visible notes? Right. But you can't scroll through them. You can't scroll through them as a viewer. And this way you can scroll through them. Let's make a command. In case anybody wants to. Will only take yet but 10-15 minutes. Less than that, but 10-15 seconds. Add a new command. Notes. Okay. Edit USP sharing. Let's see. Notes. Notes for Evil Under the Sun. Let's shorten that link. That link is too long. Google. Google. Oh, you can't do that. Okay, what's a link shortener? Link shortener. Link shortener. Bitly. Let me shorten this link. The link is too long. Get started for free. Shorten my link. I've exceeded my quota. All right, another link shortener. I need another link shortener. I've exceeded my damn quota. Short URL. Exceeded my damn quota. Notes for Evil Under the Sun. Okay, you can look at these if you want to. Okay, there. Wait, I think I gotta put the HTTP. Or it doesn't show up in Twitch. Okay, there. I did it. I added it. Evil Under the Sun. Notes. Notes. There, you can click that, and you can look at the notes that I have, and I'll just type in it. I'll type in here as we play. Maybe that'll be interesting to someone. Yo, Zachary, thank you for the portrait of Angelina. Well, they are crappy notes because I'm just writing them for myself, and we probably don't need them. You like to type the games if you don't know what's going on? Catch up here. I was looking at stuff. You here for the glasses? Oh, glass fans. Some glass fans in chat. Thank you, Zachary, for the bits. Paste bin. I was thinking something because I can still continue to type in. Obsidian has a note-taking app that generates a diagram. Yeah, I don't really need that. I don't think we need that for this. There. You can look at those notes if you want to. But they're going to be crappy notes. At the top is all the characters. At the bottom is the random facts. Something snagged by the swim float. A life ring. Okay, I have to keep that. Oh boy, there's a lot to talk to this guy about.
Has the body been moved from Cutter's Cove?
Yes. Dr. Neasden is performing the autopsy right now in Kingsbridge.
Cause of murder, strong hands. That's right. Cause of murder, strong hands. Yeah. Okay. Did your men... Okay, what? I missed that.
Did your men uncover anything new from the murder scene?
No, nothing, I'm afraid.
Or what's going on? Okay, that would be good, Winito. You don't know that you'll look at my notes, but you're excited for others. Yeah, me too. I'm excited that one person will look at this. Someone will look at the notes and decide to unfollow. And that makes me sad.
Have you an answer from Scotland Yard on the sketch?
Yes, goes by the name of John North. Here's the report.
Okay.
I will copy the important points into my notebook.
Okay. North.
Nasty bit of goods there. Hate to hear he's in my district.
Okay, so we got the report on North. Right, so as a streamer, what you want to do is you want to try to satisfy as many type of fans as possible. Like, this game satisfies Life Ring fans, Poirot fans, Ocean fans, Sand fans, Sun fans, Agatha Christie fans. So now we're also satisfying the Note fans, because we have notes you can look at. So there's Note fan. Now we're also satisfying the Note fans. Judge Woody, are you a Note fan? All right, I want to just say thank you. I want to look at who this North guy is. This guy who's wandering around, like walking through the causeway without taking the little monster truck. Yo, Jafforin, thanks for the 6 months. You read the notes, now you must unsub. No, you accidentally did a sub. You didn't unsub, Jafforin. Well, maybe you'll unsub next month. Thanks for the sub this month, though. Searching for problematic content. I don't think I put any problematic content in there. Jasper Allen North, 37, 15 Green Lane, London, C2. North has a long and varied criminal history, beginning with loitering with intent. Loitering with intent and car theft at age 14. From there, he graduated to driving for a criminal gang based in Whitechapel. Taken in charge in 1921 on suspicion of driving a car in the Carberry Bank robbery. Released. Suspected of being the driver in the 1923 Royston armored car job. No charges filed. Arrested since then on various charges ranging from smuggling to assault and battery. Currently reported to be working for one of London's top drug rings as a trafficker and distributor. This could have been who was associating with Arlena whatever, Stewart, because she was associated with a criminal. And he was, and the note to Arlena said, I was just trying to get money for you. So, this could be the guy who killed her, possibly. I was going to look this up. Inflation calculator. Yo, what's up, Poppy? How you doing today? We're just looking up the inflation rate of pounds. Hold on.
Don't bother me. I'm doing my makeup.
Bang Gang, that's a very good raid message. Thank you, Poppy. And Sand fans, yes, Sand fans. Welcome in, detective fans. This is a detective game. Hey, Symphonic Alva, Kamikaze, Beergood, Paul Castles, Holy Ravioli, Spartanelli, Jivik. Yo, Poppy, thank you, Beergood, for the gift sub to Poppy. Hey, Mad NES, Off Duty, Howers, Curtis. What's up, Poppy? Hope your cat's all right. I did see that post you made. Thanks, Poppy, for the raid. How you doing? What was Poppy up to today? Poppy's very cool. If you guys don't know her, she's very cool. Thank you, Beergood. You have to go get your cat from the vet. All right, yeah. See ya. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Poppy was probably playing N64. But back to this. Pounds inflation. We're calculating pounds inflation from the Bank of England. Okay. So, oh crap. Thank you, Poppy. What's Poppy doing? Thank you, Symphonic Alpha. What's happening? We're playing a detective game with Hercules Poirot. Accept recommended cookies. Okay, so she was worth 50,000 pounds in 1940. In 2020, it's 2021 inflation calculator website, but okay. That's 2 million pounds today. So pounds to dollars. So in 1940, she was worth $4 million. Wow. So she was rich. She was really rich. Yeah, Poppy's very cool if you guys don't know Poppy. Definitely have to follow Poppy. She tried to do Tomb Raider and then some Diddy Kong. Oh yeah, Tomb Raider is rough. Tomb Raider is like really, it can be a really rough game. Especially Tomb Raider 1.
You have enough corn for now.
Oh, Beergood, thank you for the sub. Thanks for the gifts sub to Poppy, and thank you for the sub there for 17 months. Appreciate it, Beergood. We're playing a Poirot mystery game. So the girl who was murdered, we were looking up, she was worth $4 million in 1940. And she's possibly associated with this drug guy. So North is a drug guy. And she... Drug guy. probably the letter to Arlena was to him. Okay. It was from him. Hey, Luna. Hey, MPAD Dynamite. $4 million. She must have been associated with drugs. Some sort of drugs. That's the candidate for that letter being being to Arlena from this criminal man. Maybe he's trying to get his drugs. I wonder if he's just trying to get his drugs. Maybe oh, you know what? And maybe the sailor guy is getting the drugs. Maybe it's not a U-boat that they're seeing. They're seeing some kind of drug submarine. I don't think drug submarines were a thing in 1940. Having an issue getting things to work on Tomb Raider? Oh, couldn't get a hard time getting it to work. I remember having a problem with that too on the PC version. Yeah, it was either 1 or 2. I ended up just playing the PS1 version because it was a pain in the ass. Yep. Yeah, they're also hard to get to work. They're kind of a pain. Yeah, she's an actress, but she's also involved in drug. Why am I dressed like the Unabomber? I don't know. I'm not sure. I was cold. I don't have I was cold.
Police, bah!
Mithril, I hate the police, bah! Is it cool to wear a hooded sweatshirt and a wee... a hooded sweatshirt and a wee thing like this? A hat over... I don't know where my dark sunglasses are. Otherwise I would wear those. I don't know where my dark sunglasses are, but I would look like the Unabomber if I could find them. Let me go try to find them. Hey, Geek Bry. I'm a Twitch partner, yeah, I am. You'd have to wonder. I don't know where they are.
Look around you, asshole.
Oh, I'm a little cold. A little cold right now. Madagon, thanks for the 120 bits. I'm a little cold right now. Oh, just a little cold.
Have you the report on the Alice Corrigan case?
Here you are. As I said, it wasn't my district. Chief Constable in charge did all he could. Eventually he turned it over to Scotland Yard. They have a couple of men on it, I believe.
Merci beaucoup. I will make the notes of my own.
Husband's alibi looks unbreakable, and there are no other real suspects.
The stream got cooler, yeah.
How's the coffee, Sarge? Nice and hot.
Thank you, Nando, for the bits. Thanks for the coffee, Sarge.
Do you have the background checks on the suspects?
Not yet, I'm afraid.
There was just a murder that occurred, and Poirot is investigating it. He's a famous detective from Agatha Christie. I am a partner, Litu. Yeah, how did you know?
Mrs. Castle is very nervous. She may attempt the escape.
We're ready to follow if she does.
That's the Nazi sympathizer. There's a lot going on here.
I have here the letter, written to Elena, signed only J.N. Do you think you could have Scotland Yard ask among her acquaintances in London if they can identify this man?
J.N.
J.N.?
North.
It's not much to go on. Do you have anything else?
It's North.
This photograph of the Red Ferns was taken by a Jimmy Nash, as you can see from the reverse side.
Whoops, I didn't see that.
Yes.
I will ask Monsieur Redfern if he knows Monsieur Nash, but please send it along to Scotland Yard as well. It may help.
Of
Zerodyne,
course.
thank you for
Thank you, monsieur.
Zerodyne, thank you for the portrait of Angelina. My arm hurts a little bit trying to stretch this blanket out, so I guess I'm warmed up now. Trying to keep this blanket stretched out. Hey, Bry, how are you? That was pretty comfy. Wait, Jay, I didn't actually look at that portrait, but a Nash took that photo of the Red Ferns? Does that mean they're associated? Wait, wasn't this guy's name J.N.? Mr. North? Could be J.N. Yeah. Where's the document? Notes on Corrigan case file. Oh, we want to look at that in a second. Jasper Allen North. Yeah, JN. That's clearly him. I didn't even... I forgot about the initials. Now, I'm not just a partner. I'm a partner. Thanks, Zerodyne, for the portrait. I just was a little cold, that's all. I'm a Wii partner. We're partnered with Wii. Have you guys heard of the Nintendo Wii? Buy it today at your local eBay. Agatha Christie is the second best-selling author of all time, second to William Shakespeare. Yeah, with the billions. They've sold billions of books. It looks like someone accidentally made those and Twitch acquired them as a near free deal. It does seem like it was like a mistake. But that's kind of like Twitch's branding. Like just writing partner all over everything. They use that like on their video clips and stuff. I'm good, Bri, thanks. The impression of short, because I'm a Wii partner. Alright, what is the Corrigan case? Oh, the Corrigan was the second strangling that happened after Millie Parsons' strangling. Or Millie's strangling at the Parsons school. The victim was Alice Corrigan. She was 32. The body was discovered by a young woman hiker, Elizabeth Stride. I mean, we do have this Twitch hat, too. We do have this Twitch hat. We're over the Wii hat. Double hats. Oh, here. Here you go. Wear this bandana. Twitch bandana. Twitch bandana too. Like a little blanket. Or like a bib. JN, Joe Nazi. That Joe's last name? Like a little bib. I'm just gonna have this bowl of soup now. But I need my bib first. Alright, the victim's body was discovered by a young woman hiker. Enough goofing around. Back to the serious game. The victim's body was discovered by a young woman hiker, Elizabeth Stride, in a small wooded area half a mile south of Totney's train station. It was later determined she'd been strangled with a pair of powerful hands, and the coroner's jury returned a verdict of murder by a persons unknown. Stride, a schoolteacher from Bath, was able to set the time of the discovery by the St. Bartholomew's church bell marking the quarter hour. Victim's husband, Edward Corrigan, has informed police that they expected to be met by his wife when she arrived at 11:30. She often crossed through the woods on her way home on the way from the cottage into the town. Corrigan had a possible motive. He inherited close to $5,000 upon the death of his wife. Corrigan's alibi, however, is ironclad. He was definitely placed by both a conductor, Peter Michaels, and another... He was placed, okay, his alibi, by a conductor and another passenger, Arthur Giebel, a member of the town council, on board the train. Due to the similarities between this crime and the murder on Brixham of 15-year-old schoolgirl Millie Parsons on the 13th of April, an attempt to link the two victims was made without success. To date, no arrests have been made, and there are no serious suspects. So this was 13th of April. This was 20th of May. So this was 1 month later. Another person was strangled in the woods. Okay, and now someone was strangled here with powerful hands. I bleed purple. Do I have any Red Eyes Black Dragon cards to wear? Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Well, this is worth $13. I want to make sure doesn't lose any quality, but yeah, I do actually. It's a Red Eyes Black Dragon. Right there. Check it out. That's a $13 Shonen Jump Red Eyes Black Dragon Yu-Gi-Oh card. Evil under the sun, sun under the evil, under the evil sun. Let's keep mixing them up, Parrish. The blanket is my partner? No, what? Huh? Had a blanket with some text. Oh, it said partner. Yeah, I didn't notice that. I was just cold. I did get the Connect 4 game. Yeah, okay. I didn't open it yet. I guess I'll play it with my child. Okay, so... I don't know if that really told me anything, other than it was a month later.
The information
information later in the day. It was a month after the killing of the girl. So either they both saw something in the woods that was going on at that time, or the murders are connected for some other reason. Something to do with drugs. Hold on, let me look at the document about JN. JN, let's see. 1923 armored car job? 1921. This was a couple months ago, right? That was a long time ago. So JN is like a drug guy. Rad Gravity. Ugh. That game made me depressed, and then I almost quit. I couldn't figure it out. That game made me depressed.
Please, leave.
I never felt so defeated. Dreamer's Bane is the code name for Rad Gravity. No, anybody that plays NES games is probably fine with it. I didn't realize how little skill I have at NES games, I guess. Since I mostly play adventure games and RPGs.
Are there any...
I'll just check.
Now, any telegrams for us? Ran
Sorry,
out first
sir.
thought? That's okay. Do we need... Actually, I forgot to see if we needed any books.
We have quite...
Okay, no books right now. Okay. This person dresses a nerd god. I don't know. Are you talking about me? Kira? You talking about me dressed as one, or that is one? Hey, Kira, how are you? It's me. It's me, Tom, see? Hey, Richard on Retro. How you doing? What did we have to go back to?
Like a ride to the island?
Come back to garage for the winch.
No, Millie.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, crap. Oh no, the game just froze. Oh no. Game just froze. The game just got stuck. Can we get it unstuck? Maybe if we hit enter, escape. Oh no. I haven't saved for the entire day. I haven't saved in the past 3 hours, I don't think. What time is it? I haven't saved in the whole day. I mean, we could get back to where we were pretty quick, but... Because you just skip everything. You just skip through all the conversations. But we went in all those rooms. Can we somehow fix this? The game, like, literally just froze. When I clicked him, I said, no merci. Let's try press all the keys on the keyboard. Maybe it'll fix. Like, even, like, escape, you can't go to the menu. What did I just open? Office on the web? Minimize it. Minimize it. Wait. I guess I angered the nerd gods. Yeah, this game doesn't have an autosave. They move. They move. They just... Maybe we let it sit for a little bit. Just have to load something up. Maybe I can... What if I open the game twice? What if I open the game again? Same executable. Open a second one. No, that doesn't work. Do something in DX Wind where I'm like... Where I view the log. Like reset it or run it again. Can't run the hook task again. I don't want to press kill. Modify. Modify it. Try. No. Don't want to kill it. Oh, that's okay. I can get back to where we were. I can get back to where we were. Damn. I can't believe... Because this... I just... So distracted doing other things today. That I forgot to save. I don't think... Is there like a console? Like shift, tilde. We can get... If we can get to something... If we can get some kind of key... Inject some kind of keystroke into it. Alt-Enter? I mean, nothing's working. Control-Alt-Delete. Task Manager. And then inject the resource values. Like add a bunch of, create a dump file. Go to details about it. And then set priority to real time. Okay, set the priority of it to real time. Right? Throw some processing power at it. Let's now set the priority back to high. Set it to high now. Change its priority. Press refresh in Task Manager. I don't see refresh. I see set affinity. It's got all the CPUs. It's got all 13 on it. And should we analyze the weight chain? How do you refresh? How can we refresh? Open Task Manager. Task Manager's open. How do you refresh? End task, end process tree, set provide feedback, set priority, set affinity, analyze weight chain, UAC virtualization, create dump file, open the file location, search online properties, go to services. All right, we're in services, performance, app history, startup, users. That's me. I see me. Disconnect me from. All right. Face it, you messed up. Yeah, but maybe we can. Maybe there's something we can do since no keys work at all. The task manager, it's running. It's just frozen. We did something like what I did was he said, "Do you want to go back to the island?" I said no, and then I talked to him right away, and it froze. Like he must have still been closing. It must have still been closing like the box, giving the command to close the box where I clicked it again. So it closed it. Now there's nothing to click on, nothing to close, you know? You know, so we have no control because it thinks we're in a conversation where we need to click on a box, but we don't have the box. I think it's that kind of thing is what happened. Unplug the keyboard and mouse. If we can, like, no, there's nothing we can do. If only we could rewind time. Let's analyze the weight chain. It's running normally. Let's create a dump file. Let's check the properties. Previous versions. Yeah, I don't know. There's no refresh. There's nothing we can do. That's it. That's it. Well. Well, I guess that's it for the day. I mean, unless we restart and try to get back to where we were. I guess we can do that. Oh my god. I haven't saved it in the past 3 hours. Yeah. I've been saved in the past 3 hours. I know exactly what to do. I guess we could get back to where we were right now. I don't think it would take that long, because a lot of it is just conversations. Might as well do it now. Might as well do it now. So we gotta go down to the beach. And I'll just skip through all the conversations. We go down to the beach, have her drive us to the cove.
Mr. Poirot, there you are.
Mademoiselle?
It's Mrs.
Mademoiselle.
Certain.
Can you roll?
Guess I'll just do it
Mr.
now.
Poirot.
I'll just do it now and we'll skip everything. Yeah, I shouldn't have been so aggressive with clicking there.
Oh, poor...
I will have...
Thank you.
I haven't saved for the entire day.
George Strong.
What could...
He put the...
The code...
Oh, yes. That's all I... Moreau.
Do not...
Look around on...
Thank you.
The other thing that sucks is, it's not really that quick of a skip either.
Elena's...
Hello.
Coffee.
It's not really that quick of a skip either.
I'll just snip. You aren't.
Like, you can't, like, hit escape. You just have to
As
click
you-
your mouse repeatedly.
Hello. Coffee.
Okay. We have to talk to these people. 15 minutes?
What? May I?
That's if you could click through every dialogue faster than this.
Why did you, Monsieur Red?
Elena and I were. I saw Miss
Is there a
Bruce to get
button
to the
that
road
skips
already.
the dialogue?
That's when I got the idea that if we rode around the island,
Faster
I
than the
might
mouse?
find
No.
her.
What time?
Sometime before.
Tell me
Too
what.
much-
Well,
Yeah, too much biker's coffee.
What happened?
I called out. My God.
Pretend it's my
Stay.
first playthrough of the VOD. Wow, he's truly the Buzzwiz. He can predict what they're gonna say before he says
Is
it.
there any-
Incredible.
Take your.
There was
What was it?
a clatter on.
I may
Yeah,
have-
like, okay. We talk to him. YouTube subs will go through the roof. Oh man, start making lots of money off YouTube. You think? Okay, we have to get this. We can at least do some of this. I mean, I have to go soon anyway. We can at least do some of this now. But I don't know. I'll just do it off stream. I'll just do it off stream.
That mud.
Scrape this off.
Ice.
At least I know exactly what we did. We did all the stuff on the island, and we did everything on the other part of the island too.
And that.
Yeah, skipping's not very fast. We have to do all the analysis. It was 3 hours. 3 hours of stuff. That was my bad. But this game and the other one had been pretty steady. I didn't expect a weird bug like that, but it's my fault. I should have been saving more.
I would like.
Of course.
What time?
Oh, we gotta talk to her. Yeah, she's dead, Retrograde Tim. She's dead. She's dead.
Tell me.
Nothing at...
And then.
Well, once we...
What time?
He wanted...
1cc.
Did Miss?
No, this...
What happened?
Is it still a
Mr. Red
1cc if the thing crashes?
I did.
I understand.
That would stink
there
if you
any-
lose your 1cc to like a
I may
to like a crash or a power outage, you know.
Can you wrong?
Of course.
Can you beat Frogger?
Yes.
Can you beat Frogger? Is it possible to 1cc Frogger? Can you beat Frogger? Alright, I'll do this off stream because this is intensely uninteresting to click through all this. I think it's probably going to take like a half